stickers.
Yeah,
Yes,
there you go.
I might copy some stickers, dog.
That's branding. That's
that
branding.
brand.
You know what I mean? Yes,
Throw
sir.
some stickers on my case.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. Oh, that might hit a little different.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
You gonna put a sticker on the PS5 though?
Oh hell no.
Oh man, should I?
I mean, the shit is removable, so you know what I mean.
Bless
Customize
it with a
that.
jiggy sticker.
Put that
dog?
jiggy sticker on that face plate.
Like a navy blue joint. Ooh,
Lord.
that might be it.
Now get you a nice rainbow joint. You know what I mean?
Whoa. What's that mean?
Jack knows exactly.
I don't know.
The all
After those suspect ass tweets you've been tweeting,
What
Jack.
you mean?
You know what it is, man.
Oh yeah, I ain't got on no pants right now. Neither y'all want to.
Yo, that collective pause, man. That collective pause.
Bro, you can't do podcasts with pants on, bro. I gotta be comfortable.
Gotta get in your element and shit. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Man,
Yes,
Jack,
sir.
man, Jack.
Yo, I was at
sir.
Best Buy today picking up my TV and shit like that. All I hear is yes, sir, yes,
Bro,
sir.
yo,
I'm
J-Man,
like,
when I say, yo, J-Man,
Everywhere.
I don't know what's going on. I don't know why. I don't know if because I've been really paying attention to Jack saying it more frequently and closely, but not everywhere I go. All I hear is yes, sir, yes, sir.
yes, sir.
And
everywhere I
it
go,
was
bro.
two yes,
Nah,
sir.
they-
Everywhere. I hear that shit in New York too, bro.
I hear that
Yeah,
everywhere I
everywhere.
go, bro.
Bro,
Shit is crazy.
worldwide, let's get it.
Worldwide.
And my Among Us streams hit different out here. And then when I looked at dude, he was staring at me like he knew, like, you know what I mean? Like we had a little bit of connection. Like, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Yes,
you know
yes.
what
I'm like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
hold up.
yeah,
Like, you know, you know what I mean?
he know the
Jack
vibes. He know the
Like,
vibes.
I was about to go up to him like, nah, tell me you ain't been watching Jack move, dog.
Like, yeah, even with Jack move, that's what. Okay. You know, like, man,
You know what it
the fuck are
is?
you
My
talking
Discord got the worst Among Us players. That Jack move,
It's his Among Us streams. That's where it's coming from.
Bro,
It got
Jack,
me.
Jack moves Among Us streams are funny as fuck, bro. I be crying watching those.
Yo,
I be crying too, but for different reasons, bro.
when Tony clapped you 4 times in a row, bro.
Yeah.
I was in that stream the other day, crying. I'm like, no way he
Oh,
gonna kill
man.
him this time. Second
Tony-
time,
Man,
it
a
happened again.
40, a
Tony be funny to
40%
play
chance
with.
of beating
Tony be mad funny to play with, though. I like playing with Tony.
We talking about Tony Montana?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh,
New
man.
Yokio, yeah, New
Neo
Yokio.
Yokio.
Yeah.
He be trip, bro. I don't know how this dude got imposter 4 games in a row, bro.
I ain't
It
never
killed
seen
me.
no shit
He
like
killed
that.
me first every time, bro. Didn't nobody notice shit like.
And
bro.
one of the times he was like, "Yo, if Jack Move die first, it's me." Jack Move died
Exactly.
first, and nobody said anything. They literally didn't give 2 fucks that Jack Move died first.
They didn't even mention me dying, bro. They was arguing about some stupid. I'm like, yo, y'all don't see me dead, bro.
Yeah, I think Blaze had did an emergency meeting for somebody else. That, you know what I mean? And Jack Move was still the only one dead at that time, and they floated the dude. I'm like, yo, what the fuck?
All right, we live, by the way, man.
Yeah,
We're already
Cold open.
we're already a little bit late, so we might as well get started, though. Press Start Podcast, episode 173. It's the home stretch. It's the last road, people. Today is actually the last podcast of this generation, if you really take it in, right?
Damn.
Exciting
Next
times,
week,
folks.
next Thursday, you know, by the time we do another podcast, the PlayStation 5 will be out and the Xbox Series X will be out. So today we're gonna, recap later down the podcast about, some of our favorite moments this generation, give you guys some of our favorite games that we've played this generation. But before we start that, make sure y'all hit the like button first of all and subscribe to everyone here. The links is in the description. I'm gonna go ahead and introduce our panel today. But before that, we do have a special guest here today. We got Neo GameSpark. Say what's up to the people.
Yo, what's going on, people? Thank you for having me on, Kofi. This is a long time in the works. We've been talking behind the scenes about trying to coordinate. So
Yeah.
it's dope to finally be on. I'm kind of disappointed we're not all dressed up in suits because I was really excited watching last week's episode. Like, that shit was funny. That shit was funny. And then when I heard no suits, I'm like,
Were you like getting everything ironed up? Is that what you were doing?
That's
Getting your
exactly,
tie
bro. It's
ironed?
right over here, bro. I got everything. I was ready because I'm a businessman. That's what we do,
Yeah,
man.
corporate, man. I'm trying to get like you, dog. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get like you out here, man. But you doing a lot. You doing big
Facts.
things out here. The cyber chairs on the way Hey, I know you get the Series X. I'm trying to get like
Listen,
that. Dog.
I'm gonna just say this. I'm gonna just say this for everybody out there who's watching. If y'all ever see me show up with that godforsaken Cyberpunk yellow chair, I am officially paid off. That's
That's
it,
facts.
y'all.
Hey, that's the
Cash
goal,
out.
though.
Yo, honestly,
Cash out.
at this point, cash out, sell out, do your thing, bro. Because,
Absolutely.
at this point,
Facts.
keeping it quote unquote real only gives you the crumbs out here. You know what I mean? You only get the crumbs. So, all right, you sell out, bro. I can't wait till I sell out, bro. You know what I mean? I can't wait.
This man's ready to sell out all
I'm
Canada
ready,
and shit.
bro. Yo,
Waiting
Microsoft
for your
hit
shit
my
for a
line.
long
I'm
time.
selling out, bro. Big facts. But I'm just playing. But Neo GameSpark, thank you for pulling up to PSP this week. Yeah, like you said, it's a long time in the works since I asked you to pull up. Glad you finally had the time to pull up today. And we're going to have a lot of fun today. I know you got your hands on the Series X, so we're definitely going to get your impressions before you leave on it. But for anyone new that is watching, let me introduce our panel. We're going to start off with Alex.
Oh, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the podcast. I hope you're having a great week. Tomorrow is Friday. Today is Thirsty Thursday. And speaking of being thirsty, check out patreon.com/pressstartpod, where all your thirst can be quenched for a mere $1 per month with all the wonderful extra content you could ever possibly dream of. Extra podcasts, extra streams, and if you'd like for me to read your super chats, hit that donation button down in the stream below. Be more than happy to read them out for you. If your grammar is bad, I'm going to insult you, then make you donate again. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Alex. Jack, say what up.
What's good, everybody? What's popping? We're here. We're almost there, man. You know what I mean? It's been a long time coming.
Home stretch,
PS5, Xbox Series X. We here, man. Let's get it.
Jay Main, say what up to the people.
What up, people? Definitely appreciate Neo GameSpark for pulling up on us, and appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. Hit that like button, and like everybody's been saying, we almost there. If you've been feeling down, maybe a little bit depressed about the year, you're gonna have a nice batch of games and new systems to hopefully help you through starting next week, and it's gonna be a good time, man. So make sure y'all keep locked in on everybody's channels and Twitter feeds and stuff like that, because it's gonna be fun. So let's get into the show.
All right, so before we dive deep in conversations about what happened this past week, I just want to go around and see what everybody's playing right now, because it's been a little bit of a drought. We're finally here. We're close to some new releases, some pretty big games, Spider-Man, Demon Souls. I guess if you're excited for Assassin's Creed Valhalla, we know Cyberpunk unfortunately got delayed, but there's still, quite a few games that are releasing this month. But what have you guys been playing, to keep busy until, the onslaught of games? Neo GameStar, what you been on?
Well, I haven't been playing much of anything because for the past 2 weeks or so, I've been testing the Series X. So it's been a lot of booting up games for like 30 minutes an hour, seeing how they run. And then whenever one embargo lifts for a game and I could play it, I try that out. So I guess I would say the most amount of time I put into a game this past week was actually Yakuza Like a Dragon. So that was really fun. And I can speak on it a little bit because I know some folks are asking about it. I was thoroughly surprised by it. I mean, it's still a Yakuza game in all the best ways and the worst ways possible. So if you are a longtime fan of the series, you're either going to love it or you're just going to get tired of the samey repetition. But they do a couple of things to try to keep up the pace, make it interesting. It's turn-based this time around, so it's more like Dragon Quest and Persona. But the combat system, it's where I'm at in the game. It hasn't fully developed yet. And I was talking to some other people who've played it. They say once you get about like 10 hours in, that's when you can start unlocking like the job class system. And I'm at 8 hours. So hopefully within like the next 2 hours, I can play that. But just a lot of testing, man. A lot of testing, a lot of going back and forth, seeing how these games run on the Series X. But before that, I was really knee deep into.
I think, John. Oh, my bad.
I was really knee deep into that too. Yo, J-Man, check your DMs later. That's all I got.
Nice.
Yo.
Nice.
Nah, but before that,
right?
But before that, I was actually finishing up Ori and the Will of the Wisps. So that was a lot of fun. Going through that shit, bro. Great game, man. But that's all I've been up to mainly. Not as exciting as people would think when you're doing a lot of product review testing.
All right, you ain't gotta keep rubbing it in, though. We heard you the first time. God damn.
Plug in.
Yo.
You know what I mean?
Yo, Jack,
But off
yo,
the field, they like that. You know what I mean?
yo, Jack, what you been on?
Man, I have not, bro. Honestly, bro, I really ain't been playing shit, bro. I've been playing. I played Among Us. Yeah, I've been because I platinum Mafia. What was that? Like 3 weeks ago, I platinum Mafia. So that was cool. I just really been on Among Us with the Discord. You know, we played the other night, and I want to get back to the Control DLC. I need to play the last one. I don't even know if I'm gonna wait. I'm probably gonna wait to PS5 now. And then what else I was playing? Yeah, I was playing Ori too. I went back to Ori, but I only beat like 2 sections, and then I stopped playing that again. So I don't know, man. I'm just waiting for the PS5,
See,
bro.
yo, honestly, Jack, that's like me. You know, like for the past, I would say, couple of weeks, nothing is sticking, Jack, for me. Absolutely nothing. I've tried Ghost Runner, cool game. I've tried Watchdog. That game is just boring at this point. I have Ubisoft fatigue,
Bro.
I've been just bouncing around so many different games, just waiting for this month to come down so we can play like the real stuff that I really want to play, like Spider-Man. Unfortunately, like I said, Cyberpunk got delayed. That one hurt me a little bit because I was really looking forward to that one too. But I've been in a little bit of a gaming funk. I could say, you know, I've just been playing Dragon Ball Fighters. Like nothing else is just keeping my attention. So I just been, you know, practicing in Dragon Ball Fighters, and that's it. But J-Man, what have you been on?
I mean, I was trying to play Watch Dogs, but the optimization in that game is killing my fucking 2070. So
Doo-doo.
like
It's bad.
it is doo-doo.
It's Ubisoft, man.
it's terrible. And the game don't even look that good. That's why I'm just like, I don't fucking understand
Is it on ray
Ubisoft
tracing?
sometimes. I mean, the ray tracing is
It
not
doesn't.
bad,
It doesn't. Yo, it
but
doesn't
it
help.
don't. It's
Yo,
still
that's
ugly.
facts.
Character models is garbage. Like everything just looks
Bro,
muddy and trash
see-
and shit like that.
J-Man, real quick, I be, you know, going back and forth with my man Anubis in the Discord, and he swears up and down that the game looks amazing to him, bro.
Oh hell no.
But the thing is, the only thing that's nice about Watch Dogs Legions is the ray tracing, like for the reflections. The
Yeah.
reflections look nice.
Right.
Besides that, everything else looks like shit to me. The character models, like you said, look really, really bad. It looks like some Saints Row type of shit. You know what I mean? Look, overall, like I wasn't just really too impressed with the visuals. Like I'm looking at these, like, you know, Spider-Man and Demon Souls, and that shit's blowing me away, bro. You know what I mean? That
Right.
shit's blowing me away visually and stuff like that. So
Yeah, but like
I'm-
everybody else, I've been watching a lot of videos of games that's coming out next week, and even like Ghost. Like I want to play Ghost of Tsushima Legends bad. I don't even have a PS4 right now to even play it.
Ooh,
But
got rid of
like
that
even
joint.
something like that, like I kind of wish I kept my PS4 because at least that would have been something I would have been playing. But I've been watching a lot of Legend streams, just trying to keep up with it, making sure I understand all the systems and stuff. That way, when PS5 come out, I can jump in that at 60 frames per second or up to 60 frames per second. You know, they got to keep
Yeah.
that language up. But yeah, man, I'm just ready for next week to get here. I got like four games pre-ordered for the PS5 already. I got like Sackboy, 2K21.
See, you get a dub, bro. You get some good stuff. Yo, niggas talking shit about
Sackboy.
Sackboy. Sackboy. I have a
Sackboy.
feeling that game is gonna
One.
Y'all
slap,
ain't trying
bro.
to win that from Burger King?
I
They
did,
got
bro.
like
I
2,000
did.
copies of that shit, man.
I bought 2 meals and left them shits at Burger King to try and win. Still ain't get nothing.
Hey, I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
I
Yo,
wasn't trying to eat that garbage.
I think Sackboy is gonna be good, yo.
Jack, you know
mean
what they
finally?
saying
It's
about
gonna be good,
Sackboys?
man.
What they saying? Dog?
They saying they fine-tuned the controls, so the floaty controls
ain't
should be going now. They said they made sure
Yeah,
that
yeah,
they
it doesn't-
fine-tuned the controls to play like a
it doesn't-
good
full-on
3D
platform.
It looks,
platform.
yeah, it actually
Yeah,
looks
it's not a traditional
Little Big Planet, right?
No.
It looks more
Nah.
like a Mario 3D world, bro. It looks like or like
Yeah,
a
it
Mario,
might
be alright.
you know. So I'm actually interested in.
Sackboy 3D
If you
world.
know me, I've had nothing but slander for Little Big Planet, the franchise, but this one actually looks appealing to me from day one. I pre-ordered it. Yeah, so I definitely got that pre-ordered too. Alex, what you been playing?
I'm playing Ghost Runner. It's really good. If you don't know about Ghost Runner, it's basically a first-person cyberpunk Hotline Miami with katanas.
Yeah, Katana Zero. It's like
Yeah, I
Katana
played that
Zero.
demo. That game was
Really,
fun.
really good game. It's not story. It's not. It's heavy. It's not heavy in story, but it's simple in story. But the whole thing is really just about how do you solve these murder puzzles, and that's always fun, right? That's what I love
Yeah.
about Hotline Miami. The soundtrack could be a little bit better. It's a little bit too low for me, but I think it's fitting. I'm also playing Metal Gear Solid 1, the GOG version. And I think personally, if you want to play MGS1 for the first time, I would emulate the PS1 version.
Oh, is that bad?
It's
What's
not bad. It's
Okay.
it's not bad. I think the thing is the PS1 version has just those slight little things that really bring it over the edge. The Psycho Manus fight skips like 90% of the whole thing about Psycho Manus. You don't even get like the Hideo screen. To beat Psycho Manus, you have to use your keyboard and mouse instead of using a controller. So you can't switch controller ports. You just put your controller down. You use keyboard and mouse. It's some of the effects are a little bit off and awkward. It doesn't have the dithering like the PS1 version does, or like the that effect where it like the multi image effect. I forgot exactly what it was called. It's not a bad port, but it's like the optimal way to play that game would be is to emulate the PS1 version.
Okay. So that's all you've been on?
That's for me. Those that and Call of Cthulhu, Dark Corners of the Earth. I fucking hate that game. I don't want to play that game. It's a bad game.
Stop playing it.
I'm gonna beat it because it's at the point where it's like this game is so bad. I'm just going to beat it. Like
Damn,
I have
that's
a thing
how it was
about
with
that.
Chain of Memories, bro.
Yep. Straight up.
I'm just gonna get through it. We're just gonna finish this thing. I'm gonna uninstall it and then remove it from my library, and then we're just gonna be done.
Damn.
Okay. All right. So, since we have Neo GameSpark here, we might as well, discuss the Xbox Series X reviews. Microsoft has been showing off this console for a long time at this point. So we pretty much know everything about it. But, let's hear some hands-on impressions from Neo GameSpark. What do you think of the console since you've been testing it so far? Like, what's some of your favorite features about it? Like, in comparison to the original Xbox One or One X?
Yeah, bro. So yeah, I've been using the Series X for the past 2 weeks. Like I said, doing a lot of testing on it, and honestly, it's the best Xbox that Microsoft has ever crafted. Which I mean, it should come as no surprise. That's how it should be. It's how it should be. And especially coming from a person who I just got back into Xbox earlier this year with the One X, the Series X makes the One X look like a piece of dog shit, man. Like I'm not even lying. I'm not trying to, hyperbole or whatever, but the speed at which this console operates by comparison, dude, it's no comparison. Like, for example, with the Xbox One X, from a cold boot into the actual operating system, the menu, it usually takes more than a minute. Series X, less than 10 seconds. Going from rest mode into the menu, 2 seconds, which is insane. So as far as a console itself, it's dope. Like the speed, the performance that y'all are going to get out of it, you're going to love it. Other than that, this is probably the most boring next gen launch I've seen from Xbox. And that's depressing because y'all know this. For the past year, they've been hyping up 12 teraflops, all this architecture, whisper quiet, all the things that they marketed, they are 100% correct on, with the exception of games that show off the power of the console.
Right.
I think Halo Infinite being delayed, obviously we knew it needed to be delayed, but that being their marquee title,
It hurt
was firing, it hurt them. If it was firing on all cylinders and it looked like, damn, this is why you got to buy the Series X, I think there'd be more enthusiasm. But right now, at launch, there's no reason to go out there and buy this console unless you just want your games to look and play better, which for a lot of people out there who don't care about the exclusives, all they play is third-party multi-plats, things like that, they're going to be A-okay with buying the Series X at launch, because there's a ton of people I know who are like, yo, all I play is Warzone, Fortnite, Red Dead Redemption, whatever. I don't care about exclusives. They're good on that. But in terms of trying to sell this to somebody, the only way I could realistically sell this console is to someone who's already in the know. You know what I'm saying? Like people like us. I can tell y'all about SSD speeds and all that stuff. Y'all understand that. Y'all appreciate it. But if I'm talking to just a random Joe Schmo, they'd probably look at the PS5 and they'd see, yo, Spider-Man looks hot. And they're more inclined. They probably don't even care about, they don't know anything about the console, but they see that and they're like, yes, I need it. So right now it's kind of a tough sell, but I don't regret anything that I've said about the console. I think it's really dope. I love using it. I love the new controller. And this is only a short-term problem, as all these launches are. You know what I'm saying? Like the PS4 launch, I mean, we had Killzone and Knack, and that was basically it.
Trash games. Trash ass games, bro.
Knack is game of the year every year. We know
every year.
We know
the generation.
You need to stop the donkey meme. All right, it's not.
Yo,
it's
bro,
not
I
a good
have
game.
to. It's amazing. We love
Knack
it.
is not a Knack is not a
But
good game.
bro, to jump off a cliff, it goes into a cutscene. That's
no.
next gen, bro. This is my whole purpose in life, just to get on Alex about Knack.
Fight.
But other than the week launch, the Series X is dope. If y'all got any questions about the console, feel free to ask, because I'm officially not under embargo anymore. And yeah, that's basically it.
Yeah, so with the Series X, it's pretty much what most people, besides the fanboy, have. We've all come to the same conclusion. Well, if you can look at things objectively, I don't have hands on the Series X, but just by looking at the console and what Microsoft is showing, the console looks like a great console for what it offers. The problem is, it's just there's no games to play to take advantage of the new hardware. Yeah, you could be, picky about it not showing, them not having a new dashboard. It's kind of a repeat. I know that will turn off some people. To me, personally, it turns me off a little bit, but it's not the end all be all, because Microsoft, themselves, they revised the dashboard about 1 million times during the generation anyways. So even if it launched a different way, by the time it's finished, it's going to be different. Where PlayStation, they give you a UI and you're pretty much using that same UI until the end of the generation. They might tweak it here and there, but it never has any major changes. So there's that. The controller, the pad, yeah, it's not a complete departure like what PlayStation did. I think the DualSense is an amazing controller, and we're going to talk about that a little bit later on the podcast. But, they added the share button. They added textured grips. It still has batteries, which I think is a little bit of an L at this point. The only, company still using batteries for their controllers. So I don't understand
You know what? Give me the batteries instead of charging.
What?
Why?
Yeah.
Okay, can you explain that real quick?
Yeah, because I'm not going to go out and buy a second controller just so when my controller dies, I then have it up. If I just have batteries in it, I can just take the batteries out, put them back in, and I'm done.
You mean die as in from a game session, or die like it's not working no more completely?
From a game session.
But you can charge it while you can charge it while it's
Yeah, you could charge it while it's playing.
Okay, how far is the USB cord?
Alex,
Realistically.
I mean, you can buy a longer cord if you need.
Right. I would rather just buy the batteries. Like, I've already got a ton of batteries at home.
You said
like I don't need that, right?
12 inches from your computer. What you talking about?
That's what I'm saying. Like you said, for
barely even that.
No, dude. Like, I play in the living room now.
Oh, okay.
I can use my Steam controller in the living room. Like, I don't even.
All right, we'll get you a nice little wire. One-time purchase.
No, I'm not doing
and
that.
The funny thing is,
I got a baby. I got 2 cats. Just give me the fucking batteries.
Yo, but Alex, if the battery thing was such a plus and so amazing to have, then why didn't they not include batteries in the Elite controller? They do it on purpose. They literally do it on purpose so Microsoft could sell you, the more expensive controller of all the features that you actually really do want. You know what I mean? So they gotta make.
I don't want to talk about the batteries. I forgot to charge my controller.
He's talking about the batteries. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, to be honest, I understand what they're going for and why they still use AA batteries just to preserve the longevity of the controller. Because using my DualShock 4 for 7 years, the battery on that thing is not even 4 hours. Mm-hmm. Whereas I still get like 25 hours out of my 360 controller from 2008, which is insane to think about. So for them, it's all about the options. This isn't me trying to damage control it at all. This is just what it is. And I mean, the vast majority of the Xbox audience has been vocal about these things. So if they really wanted to speak up and say, yo, we want rechargeable batteries as a standard, I'm sure Microsoft would have gone ahead and done that. But people like
they keep damage controlling for it. That's why they don't change it, bro. They keep on damage controlling.
I don't know, man.
That's why they don't change it.
I don't know, man.
Okay, how do you damage control for batteries?
It's fine. It's fine. I like having the choice.
Kofi,
the damage controllers, when they say the controllers, like the DualShock 4, be dying out completely and stuff like that. I'm not trying to buy another controller because my controller dies. Like, I've never had an issue with my DualShock died.
I've never seen someone say that.
Drifting is an issue.
I'm not doing the
Not that
Sony hate thing right now, but like when I had my DualShock 4, it really wouldn't last more than 4 hours.
Yeah, it's about
Yeah.
4 to 8
know that.
hours on
We
a
know
good
that.
day.
Yeah, like the
Full-
DualShock
no,
4
you're
battery
pushing-
doesn't last
You're pushing
good.
the 4 to 8.
Not
But the
really.
thing, we have
I
other
get about 6
examples.
hours for mine.
Listen, we have
I'd
other
say like 6
examples of
hours, yeah.
controllers, like the Wii Pro controller, which that
Switch
battery
Pro
lasts.
controller.
But yeah, that's
That's
the Switch.
80
Sorry,
hours.
that lasts
Yeah.
forever. So put a better battery in it and done
Oh
it.
yeah,
then.
and that charges. So there you go.
Yeah, so put a better battery in it. So it's having a built-in battery is not the issue. If them putting, PlayStation putting a cheap, weak battery, or maybe the
Yes,
DualShock 4
that's
controller, just drains battery so fast. That's the issue.
The
So
new
I don't
one
know.
is like double though. I think the new one double.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like
There you
close
go.
to double on that one. Yeah, so
Yeah. The DualShock 4 definitely dies pretty quickly. After one gaming session, you have to plug that shit in. So it is what it is.
yeah.
But back to what I was saying about the Series X. Yeah, it looks like a great console. Like, looking at it objectively, I have nothing really bad to say about it, but it's just nothing to play. And it looks like it's going to be like that for quite a while, to be
Yeah.
honest. I don't know at what point in 2021 and what games are coming out. It's not like they kind of gave us a roadmap or anything too. We know Microsoft has a whole bunch of studios, but we don't know when these games are going to be coming. I'm pretty sure when they hit their
That's
stride,
the thing. Yeah.
when they hit their stride, they'll be probably coming more frequently. But 2021 might be spooky in that sense too. I don't even know we get into Forza. Who knows what's happening with Halo at this point? You know what I mean? So
That's true.
I don't know.
I'm getting a lot of like Xbox One X vibes from the launch of the Series X.
Exactly.
That's what it feels like.
Exactly.
That's what it feels
Exactly,
like.
Yeah.
After looking at the reviews and reading some of the stuff on, I'm just like, damn, they did it again with this launch.
But
and
the
it's like,
One X never realized its potential though. That's not necessarily a good thing.
Yeah, and they
I
didn't
mean,
launch with
a
no, they
couple
didn't launch with no
first-party
games either.
Eventually, took advantage of it. But
That was basically. I mean, the thing with the One X. What did people always talk about? The most amount of noise I heard about the One X was Red Dead Redemption 2, which to its credit,
Exactly.
It played
it did a
native.
lot.
It
It played native
4K.
4K. That shit is beautiful, and the One X doesn't even tick up that much noise, which is awesome.
Right.
But other than that, it's it's like a One X 2.0 soft launch. But again, these will be remedied. Hopefully, it's so terrible to say this, but hopefully by 2022, when one of those studios releases something. But yeah, for the next year or so, just better enjoy those multipliers. That's all I can tell y'all.
Yeah, so that's a good enough reason. See, if I wasn't into PC gaming, definitely like an Xbox Series X would be it would be a no-brainer because it was gonna play the multiplats better. But since I already game on PC, it's kind of irrelevant for that because my PC is gonna play all the multiplats better. So it's kind of like a GPU upgrade at this point. If you're buying the Series X, like it's kind of like it's just like a GPU upgrade. Like a GPU, buying a new GPU and putting it in your computer is definitely exciting times. But just like how I got my 3090, I'm out here testing old games just to see how they can run and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, I bought this GPU so I could play something new like Cyberpunk 2077 at the highest settings, and that even got delayed. So hopefully Microsoft can get something together because it's definitely looking little spooky even after this console launches. But
so Neil, I got a question for you. So what has been like the best game you like visually that you've seen on the Series X with your like new TV and stuff like that?
Honestly, yeah. So it's a toss up between Gears 5, like despite the fact that it's not native 4K, is still beautiful because the overall image quality of the game is so damn good. So Gears 5 is a top contender. Forza Horizon 4, that's another one as well. 4K 60, it looks great. And then ironically, it's been The Witcher 3 because that runs, I believe I'm not sure if it runs native 4K on the One X. I'm not sure, but just looking at it on the Series X and the high frame rate, bro, it looks amazing. Like I would honestly, like I always say to people, if you're gonna play a CD Projekt Red game, play it on PC. But if that is indicative of what we can see for Cyberpunk, which I don't think is going to be the case, then I would tell somebody, yo, just go buy a Series X and play it if it can hit those numbers, because it's like high frame rate, high resolution. It looks gorgeous.
That's pre-patch, right? Because it's getting the next gen patch.
Yeah,
that's pre-patch. Yeah,
it's gonna look
And
better.
That is getting a patch. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh shit.
I think it's supposed to have ray tracing too. I think or something.
Yeah,
they
the
said that too?
recommended.
Damn.
The recommended for Cyberpunk is a 1060. That's recommended. So that's probably going to look really, really good on the Series X and the PS5.
Yeah,
I mean, they say those are the systems that they, been pretty confident in. The games are running well with. It's like the last gen stuff that they've been having issues with. So
I'm scared. I'm scared of how that thing is gonna look on like the base Xbox One, like the VCR box, bro. That shit gonna look like a Switch game, man.
Yeah, it's gonna look shit. It's gonna look shit.
That's not gonna. I don't think that's gonna be the way to play those games.
Cardboard cutouts and stick figures and shit.
I might do another 30-day challenge. I just go buy an Xbox VCR and just play that game. Agonizing, bro.
Jack, after looking at the reviews, what's your final thoughts on the Xbox Series X as a whole?
I mean, I saw a couple of reviews today. I don't even know if Neil put his video out yet because I ain't see it. But yeah, pretty much what I've been hearing. It's a great system, and it runs the way they promised, but they got no goddamn game. So you know what I mean? Like,
Yep.
My God.
That's the consensus, man. That's the consensus.
I'm me personally. I'm not an Xbox dude. I'm impressed by what I've seen, how it's running. These older games, how it's loading up and all that. I'm very impressed, and I kind of gotta say, bro, I don't really like the jokes that a lot of PlayStation fans make it towards, because it's like the Xbox still stronger than the PS5, right? So if the Xbox struggling on something y'all making fun of, the PS5 probably struggle on the shit.
Exactly.
Like, come on, bro.
Exactly.
You can't laugh at this old dynamic 4K, ha. Then Spider-Man be the, you know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. That's stupid, bro.
It's looking goofy, bro. They're both looking goofy out here, bro.
Yeah, this shit's not really that funny to me. It's like the same shit on both ends. So it's like.
And the thing is, like, we always gotta remember, bro. These companies are always gonna upsell their products, like, no matter what. They probably remember even on the Series X, they put 8K on the fucking chip or some shit like
On
that.
the
Like,
chip.
they put 8K on the chip.
PS5 say 8K on the box.
It says
Oh,
8K
that
on the
is
box. I
still
think it says on, yeah.
Yeah,
The
it's 8K on the
PS5
package,
says 8K on the box. Like,
I
you're not playing no
the Xbox
8K
One does.
games.
Hold up.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm gonna go grab this box.
Yeah,
I'll be right back.
go get the box. Yo, you damn well know that the PS5 ain't doing nothing 8K. So like y'all niggas are just putting that just to upsell the thing just to make people go wow 8K. You know what I mean? Like, so
Let me go on Twitter and make
people got to
mad at
remember
me.
that. So if a game like this is the situation with like Dirt as well, Jack. Like the PlayStation guys were laughing at the Xbox with Dirt. I'm like, yo, this game's a multiplayer, right?
It's probably gonna be the same.
It's probably gonna be the exact same on PlayStation or worse, possibly.
Yeah,
because the Xbox is 20%.
It's
20%.
Today.
It doesn't say 8K on the Xbox box. So
It doesn't say
some
it?
consolation. It doesn't say 8K. All it says is 4K 120 FPS. It's got the velocity architecture and then 1 terabyte SSD. But I can't Ultra HD Blu-ray. I can't see anything.
Yeah.
That's weird. That's weird.
Dude,
Yeah.
Kofi, it gets even better. Today, they revealed the.
Oh,
Dirt
wait.
5.
Wait. Not to cut you off.
Wait,
Alex,
go
my
ahead.
bad. Yeah, it does say 8K HDR. There's an asterisk saying it requires supported content and display. So this is probably like.
So look for like movies.
Bro, y'all
and
not
shit.
playing no
Yeah,
8K games, bro.
Yeah.
Y'all not
No,
playing no
Ain't no
8K
8K
games.
movies out yet, though.
Bro,
That's
you're gonna play 8K Shantae. That's when Jack.
AK Among
There you
Us.
go.
Yes, sir.
Oh, and I have another gripe. Now y'all bring up 8K and
No,
Shantae.
hold on, Kofi.
All right, go ahead, get your
Because
shit
the
off.
thing
Yeah,
is
shut
with Dirt 5.
Yeah.
They released the PS5 trailer for Dirt 5 today. And what did I see in the comment section?
Doesn't look that bad.
It doesn't look that bad on
Amazing.
PS5.
Oh, really? Oh, man.
All of a sudden,
Fuck
the
outta
game doesn't
here.
look bad.
Fuck outta here.
All of a sudden, people are like, "Oh, it looks pretty good." I'm like, "Oh, really? Word? It looks pretty good on the PS5." And you got Ellie in your fucking profile picture, but hey, now it looks pretty good, right?
You already know what the fanboys are gonna flip flop no matter what. But you know what? I actually have a gripe with the Xbox mans doing that. Be low key triggering me on the low. These
What's that?
mans will honestly find the fucking least demanding games like Tetris, Ori. They'd be like, look, people, it's 4K, 120. Like, nigga, like, shit, it's so annoying, bro. Like, yo, if y'all niggas go, like, hype up this 4K 120 shit, at least put it on something, like, demanding. Like, these niggas look at, like, Pong, and they come on Twitter and make these long, intricate posts about how amazing that is playing something at 4K 120. I'm like, yo, bro, like,
another 120 FPS game.
Yo,
it's like another NBA. I'm like, bro, like, are you looking at these games, bro? Like,
yeah.
The Falconeer, yeah.
Like, these
that game
games
look
can-
fun, but stop the bullshit.
yeah,
yo.
they be hyping up that
It's
shit.
not
Like, oh
doing
my
nothing.
god, that shit is 4K 120, the Falconeer, bro. That shit barely has any textures on it, bro. Like, what are we talking about? Like
Facts.
it's crazy, yo. I'm not saying that game is gonna be a bad game because it does look kind of interesting to me personally.
Yeah.
Yeah. It does, if
Falconeer?
it's on Game Pass, I'll check it out or some shit like that. But
Yeah, I only played like 20 minutes of it. It's interesting.
it's okay.
It is.
Is
Yeah,
it
it's
like a
interesting.
Panzer? Is it like Panzer Dragoon?
It
Is it
gives me
similar?
those kind of vibes. Yeah, it gives me those kind of vibes. Not necessarily exactly the same, but in that ballpark of that type of game.
Yeah. So all I'm just saying, man, you'll stop hyping up these low demanding games that fucking low tier fucking PCs can run like easily, bro. Like y'all looking like y'all reaching right now. But Alex, real quick, thoughts on the Series X reviews? Have you seen any? Have you paid attention to any?
I mean, it's pretty much what I thought it would be, right? Just like an upgraded version of an Xbox. The question is, though, like with all those studios that they bought, what are they doing?
Bro, nothing is ready, dog. Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing is ready.
So, but like me personally, I think these consoles should have been delayed another year, like both of them. Like I really think that both of them are very slim in terms of offerings.
You know what?
And
But I disagree.
And I think they both should have been released next year.
I disagree.
They
To
would've
have
been
a
mad on
much
the power
better
next
release.
year, though.
I disagree with that though. I feel like PlayStation's launch, if you compare it to other consoles, you know, it's actually seems like they're launching with a pretty strong lineup. To me,
Dude, their lineup is
it's better than the
Ratchet and
PS3s.
Clank and Demon's Souls.
Okay, but I'm saying it's better than PS3's launch lineup. That's a fact.
It's
It's
okay.
better than the PS4's launch
It's two
lineup. That's a
games.
fact.
The PS4 had no games on launch.
Yeah, so I'm saying like, and it's still. You see what I'm saying? So why
Yes.
delay it then?
I think first of all, we would have gotten a better price out of these consoles. First thing, we would have had better product out of these consoles
doubt
too.
it.
We would have had more games on launch instead of just two.
I think they released it.
Are you talking about like true exclusives,
Like
stuff
true
that's not
games.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's not on PS4 stuff like that.
True games, right? Like this is a PS5 game. You have two. You have Demon Souls, which is probably going to go other places, and you have Ratchet and Clank.
Shout out that
That's
website.
not,
Your
that's
favorite.
not been launched. So right now,
Shout out to Sony for
Amazon France.
Shit, if it was Amazon France, I'd make the joke. But it's one thing where Sony actually makes the actual error this time.
Yeah, bro. I still don't know how somebody, because it's not just one person editing these live streams that they put up.
No,
right?
dude,
Like,
this is a
how-
full marketing team.
Right.
it's cap. It's
How?
cap.
That was spooky. That was.
It's cap, bro. We all know fucking those weren't mistakes because even with the Final Fantasy 16 one, they removed it later. You know why PlayStation likes this to hide the other versions? They want you to only focus on their platform, which is smart. They want you to like just to concentrate. So even with the hardcore guys, they won't wait. So the game could be as successful as it can be on PlayStation. Then later down the road, they're gonna even bring it out. For a perfect example, Godfall today, we finally just found out it was a 6-month-old exclusive. This whole time we never knew. They never talked about it.
6 months.
It's
I
only 6 months.
expected it to be
Yeah,
time exclusive.
we knew. Like, look,
Yeah.
because we're in the know, we know how this game and shit works. Of course, we knew that it was gonna come to Xbox or like other platforms later, right? But you see how they marketed the game, J-Main, up to this point. They do not speak about it being a timed exclusive. They only talked about the PC version or the Epic Game Store version and the PlayStation version. Just now, since it's close to launch, now at the final
they know
trailer,
people
now
will-
we see at the end of it saying that it's only available. It's only going to be a PlayStation exclusive
6 months.
for 6
Right.
months. It's a
After
reason
all the
why
pre-orders and shit is in.
it's a reason why they wait this long to give you that kind of information, bro. They're not stupid, bro. They know what they're doing, man. They ain't stupid.
Yo, I'm sorry. I have literally our chat punching the air, angry at me, saying that we shouldn't delay the consoles another year. Do you think about what I'm saying? I'm literally telling you,
I
if
do
they would
disagree, though.
have hold on. If they
Right.
delayed the consoles one more year, you would have had more games to play on release and a lower costing box.
I don't know about that lower costing. I don't know about that lower costing.
100%.
I don't know about that
Those
lower
boxes
costing.
would have been $399.
I don't know about
I
that.
mean,
100%.
I mean, PS.
PS3 right now. They don't-
Right.
That's not- isn't
the
it?
digital,
Yeah.
The digital one is $399.
No, you would have seen disc $399, digital $299.
Oh,
I don't know. I don't know about all of that.
Guaranteed.
I don't know. I don't know about all of that.
Guaranteed. If you would have
Two
waited
running
another
the same
year,
specs as the PS.
I don't know. But as for the
you would have
PS,
had another year.
But as for the PS, 5, why I disagree with you is if you compare it to other console launches, it's actually kind of up there with one of the better launches. Who cares if Spider-Man's coming to PS4 as well?
Yeah, it is.
Breath of the Wild,
Yeah,
Breath of the Wild,
lineups
Breath of the Wild
ever.
came out to the Wii U as well. But you know
And
what I
the
mean?
Switch, right.
And it was good enough for people to buy the game.
Kofi, you know why people saying that though, Kofi? It's the uncertainty of it all. It's the uncertainty. It's the fact that you can acquire these games, a lot of these games in other places. That's why exclusivity matters. Now, if all these games were only on PS5, Alex would not have a leg to stand on, right?
No,
You
but
see what I'm saying?
he
the
still
thing is,
doesn't have a
okay.
leg to stand on though.
No,
because
but here's
I'm
the argument.
just saying,
doesn't have
though,
one,
his
though.
argument has a little weight because of how it's released.
Here's
See
the
what I'm
argument. If these games, if Miles Morales, if all these other games weren't on PS4 as well, that would be the fucking lineup.
Yeah.
That would be the fucking lineup.
But
It's not.
See, to us hardcore gamers, you might have a little bit of an argument. You can make, okay, it's available on the PS4, Sackboy,
Yeah, casuals don't
Spider-Man.
give a fuck about that
But these casuals do not give a fuck. I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
everybody who's buying a PlayStation 5 is buying Spider-Man. I know that attach rate about to be crazy
Facts.
with it.
Yep.
Everyone who's
But-
buying, I don't know one person who pre-ordered a PS5 that has not purchased Spider-Man along with it. And the game, guess what, is available for PS4. Just how Breath of the Wild came out for the Wii U, but we all ran out and bought Switches. So in the end of the day, it doesn't matter. We already know what
But looking at the day,
Go ahead.
looking at the day
Go
one
ahead.
situation, Kofi, with how saying things might be limited, they doing only online stuff. People I know personally who had PS4s at launch aren't getting PS5s at launch, and scalpers probably gonna tear up the fucking online stuff day
Yeah.
one.
Dude.
People are probably a lot more people than we think are probably gonna end up buying a lot of these games on PS4, like a Miles
Yeah,
Morales.
same
or
fucking
like
Well,
a
yo,
Sackboy.
of course, because
Stuff like that.
but remember that us day one buyers, a lot of people buy consoles way later, bro. We just the hard group buying it all day one like this, just the hype train. But a lot
Yeah,
of people
a lot
stick
of
with
people-
a lot of people stick
yeah, a
with their
lot of
old
people
consoles
forget.
for a long time, bro. It's just in general, bro.
Yeah.
That's why PlayStation plans to support the PS4 for the next
3
2-3
years.
2-3 years.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. I think, like I said, if you put the PlayStation 5's launch lineup to other launch lineup, it's fine. So I don't see no need for a delay. Plus, we already know Ratchet is a launch window game, and we know Gran Turismo 7 is a launch window game. So I think them releasing it this holiday is fine.
Yeah, but
But it's
launch
my
window
opinion.
meaning what? Like in the year?
Probably
In the
about
I think
6
6 months. I'd
6
say
months.
6 months because they said
Yeah,
they said
6 months.
Infamous. They said Infamous Second Son was a launch window title that came out in March. So that's like 4 months. That's what I
We
gauged
seen
they
we
deem
seen
it.
about 3 gameplay trailers of Ratchet. That shit's coming just now after launch, bro.
I was expecting that shit to come
Oh.
before.
I think
Miles, the way they were
that
showing
shit's
it.
coming.
So wait,
if I were to
hold
make a
on. Ratchet
prediction,
isn't a launch game?
no,
It's
it's launch
probably
window.
it's probably going to be like March,
Yeah,
April, like the
it's
other
ju-
first.
yeah,
So you
March.
have one game.
We had,
Yeah, one.
You have
one
one.
true, one true,
And
Well,
you, and,
it-
and
it was-
you no, no, no.
It's
You
not
have
a remake.
one
It's
one
not a
true,
remake.
yeah,
You
one true
have
PlayStation
one
only game. One.
true PS5 only game, and the little soy boys in chat are telling me I'm getting an L. This is no. This is
Astro's
literally.
Playroom. That's why.
If you think this is a good launch lineup, you can never talk shit about the Switch launch lineup ever again.
all it takes is one game, though.
Bro,
Alex. We know that.
yeah, bro.
Wait. But now one game is okay.
It always has been.
Who said it wasn't okay though? Who said it wasn't okay?
I'm gonna keep
Listen,
this one.
Who said it wasn't okay?
You know what? Can we
Yeah.
clip this chat? Can we clip that, Jamie?
No, but who said what?
ahead.
Yo, bro, look who you're all talking
whoever
to.
said one
Look
Look
game.
who y'all talking to. We buy games for,
One
well,
game?
especially me. I'll buy a whole system for one killer IP.
Hey,
I did that with
listen,
Zelda. I've been doing
I'm
that.
just listen.
Look
I'm
who you
letting
talking
the
to.
chat know. I'm letting the chat know. We got a bunch of hypocrites in this chat.
Oh.
I got a bunch of dudes right now punching the air.
Oh, Alex,
Real mad.
yeah, Alex, yo, this is 3 podcasts back to back. You catch it straight. Els, what's going on, Chief? What's going on?
It's crazy.
When did I catch
Fucking
him?
shots.
When did I catch him?
Uh-oh.
It's okay. Let's
No.
Oh
You
my
didn't know
God.
what G-Sync was.
Oh, look what he bring it up! Look what he bring it up! You see what Alex is catching the L's, and he brings up some random shit. Yo, Alex would be like, Alex will catch an L, like, yo, Kofi, you don't make no YouTube videos, yo, you get an L, nigga. I'm like, yo, nigga, it's not nothing to do what you talking about.
So wait a minute. If you're gonna sit here and say something
Like, that's
wild
nothing
like
to do
that,
what we're
like that,
talking about.
You, listen,
Wild.
when you come to me, you better cock that hammer back, boy, because I'm about to blow out those kneecaps real fast, faster than Bond.
Yo, that's funny.
That's had a 30 to 45-minute snooze fest about G-Sync on Off the Record, though. I was about ready to take a good dirt nap. I was ready to kill myself.
that unreliable.
Yeah, that's funny. That's funny. Yeah, Alex is definitely the king, dance king. I'm gonna give it to him. But
Listen, you come with me, you better come correct.
But
and shout out to the boy who hangs out every stream and makes 13,000 comments. I see you.
No, he had a good reason for that though. He said he watches it live and he comments it on the.
Okay.
He comments it as if he was in the live chat. So
there's no free clout.
YouTube definitely needs a post comment system in the live chat so you can see. I think Twitch does that.
Yeah, Twitch do.
Yeah, that'd be pretty good. We also got reviews for the Xbox Series S. You see, I already called it something S. Xbox Series S. And
I didn't see that.
I just want to quickly talk about it because we do have some new details about this platform. At first, when the console was first revealed, very first, I'm like, yo, this shit looks pretty cool. Like, it might not be too bad to put something in the living room. But as we got more information and we started to see how games are performing on the Series S, this console kind of looked like an L to me, to be honest. What do y'all think?
I mean, the 1440p stuff is seeming to be few and far between.
It don't even really hit 1440p from what I've been seeing. A lot of this shit is 1080p.
It's weaker than a previous gen console. I guess that's a L if you want to look at it like that.
That console should not be made.
Yeah, now I'm looking at it. It seems like a big waste of money because when you even buy the device, it's an all digital platform, right? As soon as you bring it home, you turn it on, you only have 300, around what, 340, something like that. 340.
Yeah, like 300, something like that.
Yeah, 340 gigabytes of free space, right? Off the rip. And it just, I don't know, everything about that console is just kind of turning me off from all the performance I've been seeing from Digital Foundry. We got fucking Gears of War scaling. Was it Gears of War scaling between 720p
to
720p?
Yeah.
What?
The 1440p.
720 at the low end, yeah.
Yeah, so 720p to 1440p Gears of War 5 jack. It's dynamic resolution. And I just don't like how that sounds though.
Yeah.
Like it just
I ain't got no problem with dynamic resolution, but when you talking about dipping under 1080,
yeah,
it's like,
it's kind of crazy to me. Like when
That's a little too
when they first pitched it, it sounded like a 1440p machine that most of the games are gonna be running 1440, and that sounds pretty cool. But now I'm starting to see like 1080p 60 for, I believe, did they say Destiny was 1080p 60?
Hey, smooth some line, Kofi.
I have to go fact check
60.
that.
1080p 60.
It's 1080p 60, so like
I
it's a little bit, you know what I mean? Kind of.
I mean, here's the thing. Looking at the series, like same thing. When I heard it was announced, I was like, "Yo, this is gonna be dope." Because if you market this correctly to the right people, like, bro, there's so many people I know who still have a vanilla PS4 and they don't care about any of that. All they play is Fortnite, Call of Duty, bro. If I tried to explain frame rate and all that stuff, I tried to explain to my boy, and he was just like, "So that means the game is smooth?" And I said, yeah, that's one way of putting it. But I mean, when I'm seeing some of these games and how they're optimized, kind of gets me a little worried. But I think, judging by what Phil Spencer said, because he came out on an interview like past couple of weeks saying that he knows that it's more work for developers, but he also acknowledges that this is for a completely separate audience. Like, he's not marketing this to the hardcore. He's looking at this as more of a secondary machine to people who already have PlayStations, already have Switches, but you've heard people talk about Xbox, you have Game Pass. The only way I can see this really succeeding, and Microsoft has got to play this shit smart, is if the Series X at that price point, if they can get that cheaper as quick as possible, I can see that being a win. Because for $199, I would see a lot of people going out there and buying it. Like, people who don't even want an Xbox, they'll go out there and buy it for $199. If they just play Game Pass stuff, they're fine with that. You know, I can see that. But looking at the performance for some of these games, like, kind of gets me a little nervous.
You see, I'm happy that like the games are targeting 60 though. I'll say that. I'm pretty sure it probably could hit higher resolutions, right? If it wasn't targeting 60.
It wasn't targeting 60.
If it wasn't targeting 60.
Because it's still trying to be a next gen system.
Yeah.
Because we're looking at the optimized versions of these last gen games. We're looking at the next gen patches for these new games and stuff running on the S as compared to the X. So that's why we're seeing these low resolutions come in, because they're trying to do the same type of stuff that the X is doing.
The same like graphical fidelity and all that,
right?
Yeah,
just
but
at a lower resolution.
It has me a little bit worried because Gears 5 is one of their flagship titles, right? Optimized really well. Clearly, they put a lot of effort to it. And if this is the targets that it's hitting, how is it gonna be with like games 4 years from now, 3 years from now? You know what I mean? Like, how's dumb games gonna look? And that's what I'm really curious about.
4 years from now, though, you know what I mean? Like,
Oh, you don't think the Xbox
they would have
Series
been moved.
S?
They would have been moved on by then. Yeah.
You
With
think so?
this?
You think they'll
With the
probably-
S?
The S?
Yes. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, I
You
guess
think
it's
they gonna
possible.
support the S for 4 years, bro?
Yeah.
Well,
I think
why
that's
make
what
it?
Phil Spencer
No,
was
but
saying,
yo,
like, he
if they
expects
can
it
get
to
it
be
cheap,
like the-
yeah.
Yo, but
the
Jack,
main
why
one.
go through all of this time and effort, the R&D to this console, just to support it for like 3 years? And I think it's gonna be around, right? Unless they're gonna.
xCloud, maybe that. Maybe
Yeah,
they're
exactly.
gambling so much on xCloud because they're going to be bringing xCloud to the consoles themselves. So if they think it's worth putting out a console for $299, they can drop the price within like a year and a half, and then they pimp out xCloud. Maybe that's what it is, because it's still got the same CPU and all that stuff, the SSD.
Yeah,
But go ahead,
That's not going to
Jackie.
even matter if you're playing off the cloud, though, because you're going to be playing somewhere else anyway. So you'll be able to play it like it was on a Series X.
Yeah,
So
but
maybe
for them,
if they're doing that, then maybe they keep it around.
that's
I mean,
the
Phil
only way I can
Spencer's-
think of.
But we've had so
He
many
says he
promises of
expects it to
xCloud for
outsell the
longest time.
Series X.
If they play their cards right. All right, but Kitsmove says Squadrons is doing 1440p 60.
is that another pixel? Is that
1440p.
another pixel game, Kids Move? Because I don't want to hear it,
Star
bro.
Wars. That's
I
Star.
ain't
That's
trying
the
to hear
Star
it,
Wars.
bro.
Yeah,
What's that? The flight? The flights?
yeah. But I mean, those games in general, they run at high frame rates and resolutions because your line of sight is like that.
Well,
It's not-
that's a VR
Those are
game,
those are
too.
like racing
Yeah.
games.
Yeah.
Same
That's
concept.
what I'm saying. Like, yo, you gotta look at real games to test, bro. They gotta stop looking at these fucking Roll Company. This nigga Kid Smooth hyping Roll Company running at like 1440. Like, nigga, have you seen Roll Company, my guy, bro? The Switch even plays at 1080p 60, dog. Come on, man. We ain't trying to hear about that.
Switch plays. Oh,
I
shit.
didn't even know that.
the
That's
Switch
Wait, the
plays
Switch
Roll
plays at
Roll
1080p 60?
1080p 60, dog.
Damn,
Dog.
that's not bad.
Yeah, I ain't trying to hear about no Roll
didn't
Company
even know
playing that on fucking Series X or S.
I guess
ain't
it
trying to
runs
hear
on a
that.
toaster, huh, Kofi?
Yeah, that's pretty much. Yeah, the Switch is a toaster, so pretty much, yeah, it does.
That 1 teraflop.
I
I mean, the thing is, like, I get everybody's looking at visuals and graphics, right? But the fact that we're finally hitting 60 FPS on these fucking machines,
it's
Yeah.
good that they're
huge.
targeting that. I'm happy
That
about
has
Yeah.
that.
definitely been the
Problem.
silver
That's
lining in this whole
important.
new
Yeah.
generation.
That
the
is true.
problem
Mm.
is that it's also going to include ray tracing. And the
Fuck
problem is that I feel a lot of games are going to give you very limited options into what you actually can do to customize the visuals of the game. So
Oh.
you may have ray tracing, but you won't have you'll have it either on or off. You won't have to be able to, like, you can choose now in most PC games to, like, say ray tracing, balanced, beautiful, or or whatever, right?
Yeah, low, medium, high, and
Or-
stuff
or
like
medium,
that.
high, whatever.
ultra.
That's what I'm worried about, because
Yeah.
as I was testing the optimized for Series X games, Gears of War 5, Forza Horizon 4, they don't have any modes that you can switch to. So, like, let's say, for example, you wanted to do the 120 FPS for the campaign. You can't do it. You can only do it in the multiplayer. You can't, like, let's just say you wanted, if they included the full ray tracing, and if you
Yeah.
want to play it at 30 frames, it's not there. The options aren't there, which is what I'm worried about, because they're pimping this out as, yo, plays best in your Series X, but where are the performance modes?
See, yeah, that's what's strange. At this point, like, if we're at a space with console gaming where we have to toggle 120, 60, 4K, 1080p, you might as well just put, a certain, like, some graphical settings in these games at this point, bro.
Yeah.
Like, these shits are so close to PC at this point, you might as well just let, people, customize the game the way they want to customize
They literally
it
are,
at
though,
this
Kofi.
point.
They literally are PCs. Like, they're x86 architecture. They have hard
Yeah,
drives.
we know.
They've got
Yeah, we know.
GPUs. There's no reason
But-
And
why
screws.
console
Don't forget the
gamers can't
screws.
have
But
and screws. There's no
And
reason why console gamers can't have the same options that PC gamers have.
I
It would
think- but-
make your lives so much better.
I think that
Let's hear-
to be devil's advocate, I mean, it's a reason these systems are like closed box systems. They want it to run, they've designed it to run specific ways, you know what I mean? So that's why we
Yeah.
only probably have 2 or 3 options, because
Yeah.
if they start throwing all that in there, then you can get shit like, oh, I put fucking to run at 60 and my fucking system damn near blew up, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, but let's also be like, if you're gonna be devil's advocate, at least be like logical about it, right?
Yeah.
They can always have their recommended settings on there and then say, do you want to see advanced settings? Yes or no? Yes. I get some hitches. I get 30 FPS. these visual effects are great, but I don't want them. I want frame rate. Let's me move it to frame rate, and I'll adjust those things. Yes, they're doing stuff like performance mode, but that isn't as granular, as detailed as you'd like it to be, because maybe I want to increase the FOV. Maybe I want to remove fucking motion blur. Maybe I want to get rid of fucking bloom. Maybe I want to get rid of chromatic aberration. There's so much bullshit that they put into these games that make it look like shit in terms of just like, oh, these are graphical options that you don't even really need. Like, you could have just a better experience of what you want. You want the prettiest fucking game? Okay, we'll set it for that, and then you can downscale from there. I don't get why that's a bad thing.
Throw baby.
I don't know. These consoles are definitely a lot closer to PCs now. So we
go ahead, chat. Chat, get mad at me for giving you guys the option to fucking customize your games. Go ahead, chat.
Yeah, Alex has been fighting the chat for 3 podcasts in a row, bro. 3 podcasts in a row. This man's been scrapping everybody in the chat, bro.
This is chat.
Just PSP's #1 villain.
He's definitely #1 villain. All right, let's have a super chat break real quick before we move on to the next topic.
We're very light on super chats, by the way. We need to fix this. I only see 3.
They don't feel
terrible. Y'all got to step your game up.
3 next time. Make it 6.
But it's okay. I know that's all you had. Just make it more.
SJR5991, thank you for the $10 donation. Neo, fan of you since Ninja Storm days and love your YouTube surge these past years. By the way, Alex, what is it about Bloodborne that doesn't vibe with you? Real question.
It's a PlayStation exclusive.
I actually made a list.
Oh, we're not trying to hear this. Oh, we're gonna be here all day.
I remember the list.
That list was long as fuck.
Can you make it like 30 seconds? Alex, can you make it 30 seconds?
Get that Cliff Notes. What's up?
Cliff Notes version.
Basically,
30 seconds.
Here's the big problem with Bloodborne. 30 seconds, real fast.
Right.
The issue with Bloodborne is that it makes changes to the combat to try and be different, but it doesn't make them. It doesn't try to differentiate itself enough. So it's in this very strange middle ground where it tries to be aggressive, but then it still punishes you for being overtly aggressive, and not in the right way. So it gives you this fool's errand where you're like, oh, I can gain health back if I get attacked. But then doing that, you actually put yourself in a worse predicament than you would be just backing off and using a blood vial. On top of that, the actual world design is a lot more linear than it needs to be. Magic is pretty much non-existent or very little used compared to what it could be. Some of the combos really don't work well. Summoning stones to have for specific areas of PvP are blocked off. The chalice dungeons are just repeatable reskin things that don't really make a lot of sense, and they're just there to waste your time. Like, there's just so much stuff that with that game that doesn't make sense, that they didn't really pull the trigger that they could have done, unlike something like Sekiro.
Make it the fuck out of here!
I agree with that magic point. I feel like the magic run really.
Bloodborne's fire,
suck
bro.
at it. Go pull up my trophy.
Bloodborne's fire, bro. He beat it.
It is definitely fire.
Go pull up my trophy.
I like Bloodborne, man. I like Bloodborne a lot. Is there any others?
Yes. Also covenants are fucking stupid in that game too. They don't make any sense. Let me see. I got another one right here. Hold on. It's getting quick here. Tunde Bimbola, thank you for the 5 Canadian. Neo, have you tried Yakuza Like a Dragon yet? If so, how is it? I think you answered that for him already.
Yeah, I did. But to give you the 30 seconds, because maybe he wasn't here, it's pretty cool. I mean, it's a Yakuza game in every aspect besides the combat system. The combat system is turn-based, but I'm having a lot of fun with it. It does take a while to really open up the combat. Like, I'm 8 hours in, and apparently when you hit 10 hours, that's when you can get all the job systems and everything. But it's dope. I mean, if you're a fan of Yakuza, for better or for worse, this is a Yakuza game.
I heard it's turn-based.
Yeah, it's turn-based. But I mean, certain aspects about the Yakuza franchise in terms of like side missions and how the world itself hasn't taken like a big leap. It's still pretty granular. So it still has like areas that are blocked off that you can't access for whatever reason. And you're like, all right, so I'm just walking around this hub place.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna pick it up. I think I'm gonna pick up Like a Dragon on PC. I'm gonna pick it up on PC and give it a try. I'm not a big Yakuza guy. I don't know if it's gonna be dropped, but if it, grabs me, then I'm definitely gonna.
Do you like cheesy Japanese.
Yeah, I don't mind all of that. I don't mind as long as the
Culture?
gameplay is fun. You know,
I'm
the
talking about like,
pacing
do you like QTEs of like doing karaoke?
like the mini games. Yeah, I love that type of
Yeah.
shit though. In like games,
All right.
I love that shit. But
Game Inspection, thank you for the $2. Support the homie Neo.
Hey,
Shout out to you,
appreciate
Game
that.
Inspection.
Game
man.
Inspection, GI hanging out. King Kovu, thank you for the 5. Shout out to Neo and PSP. Keep up the great work. PS, invite Neo to the next Crumbside game night.
Yo, I'm down. Like I was in one of Jack Move's sessions. Mind you, I was cross-faded like a mofo. This is my first time playing Among Us. I had no idea what was going on. All I heard is people yelling in my ear, and I was like, bruh. I just had to duck out from that. But I've been playing Among Us a lot recently, so I'm definitely down for another session.
Definitely.
Oh man.
All right, so let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Hey, there we go. I'm interested in this. I want to hear some impressions.
Who got their hands on this bad boy right here?
Two of them. Two of them.
Jack, where's yours? Jack, where's yours?
Oh, he got it?
Where's yours, Jack?
Hey man, Seb, how much it costs?
70 bones.
PSP Patreon ain't hitting that hard.
Yo, costs $100. This costs $101 over here in Canada.
I ain't keeping it. This shit going back.
$101.
I'm about
So-
to say, goddamn.
Wait, Jamin, you bought that just to tweet about it?
Just to hold it in my hands, bro.
Yo, he's too
That's it.
excited. Yo, this boy too excited.
Mental illness.
I don't
shit.
need two controllers. My biggest beef with when I seen the DualSense is like that shit looks bigger than the DualShock 4. So
That's
I had to
good.
get it. I had not for me. I like the DualShock 4. That shit is perfect.
Okay.
It's perfect for me. So I had to get it in my hands to see if I can get jiggy with the, you know what I mean, the size and the build of it. And I'm here to report that it's good. It's good.
Nice. All right, but
It's
real quick, not to shut y'all off. We got 500 people watching, and we got 143 likes. What the fuck
Hit
is
the
going on
like
with that
buddies.
ratio?
They be stingy over here.
Come
Nah?
on, y'all there providing y'all with the
Stingy.
free
They,
entertainment,
yo, they be
the
stingy.
free back
It's
and
okay,
forth,
man. We still love them
handing
though.
out L's. Yo,
Yeah,
come on.
yeah.
You know
They be
what?
stingy,
Even if you don't
dog.
hit the like button, even hit the dislike button. That's fine too.
They be stingy, but we used to it now. We used to
Yo.
it. You know what I mean? We don't get the Neo Game Spark kind of likes. You know what I mean? We not there yet. You know what I mean?
Nah,
They be here, they
bro.
be showing up, but you know.
Bro, I be reminding my viewers every other minute, hit that like button. Hit that like button.
I appreciate
You know
it
what's
though.
real
Thank you,
crazy,
thank you,
Kofi?
thank you.
Yo.
So Neo, I appreciate you bringing that up because we
Yeah,
have
of course, bro.
over 500 viewers. How many subscribers do we have, Kofi?
Alex, nah, we're not doing. Let's have one podcast of no shade. Let's have one podcast of no shade. Let them boys live. Let them boys live.
Yeah.
Right? One podcast of no shade.
Kofi,
man.
I'm
I
just
know
asking
I know
you-
where this is going. I know where this is going. I know
All
where
I'm
this is going.
doing,
I know where
Kofi,
this is
all I'm
going.
doing
Good
is
ratio.
I'm asking a question.
Just
That's
a
not
question.
illegal.
It's not.
All right,
not
yeah,
illegal.
yeah,
Exercise
yeah. We
is
have
freedom
we have
of
500 live viewers now. Now we have about 9,000 subscribers here. You know,
See, I just
500
boosted y'all. I just
viewers.
boosted y'all 60 likes. Thank you.
Get it.
appreciate it.
Here's my
Y'all the
thing.
best.
500 viewers, 9,000 subs. I've never seen a ratio like that ever, and I definitely don't see a ratio like that on Sundays.
I said no shade. One episode, no shade, bro.
Oh
no
my
shade.
God.
You know what I mean?
I mean,
No.
like
Let them boys
how
live.
Like here's my thing, right? How embarrassing is it to have 80,000 subs but only 1,000 live viewers? That's kind of embarrassing.
Oh no, we doing this. We doing this. Am I a part of this? And are they gonna ask my testimony? If it goes
Who
left?
does that?
All right, yo. Alex
does
has
that
to get
even
his shit
happen?
off.
Real quick, inventory.
You say we
Inventory says that you skipped his super chat, Alex.
I might have missed it. Joe, Kofi, you
I'm
can bring it back.
gonna pull it up. All right, but Jamie,
I see
while I
it.
do that, you got it?
Yeah.
All right, can you read it?
Oh, I see it. Wait, which is it above the name or is it below? I don't know how it goes from here.
Oh, I found it. You want me to read it off?
Yeah.
All
Yes,
right,
please.
so inventory is coming through with the 199 super chat. Appreciate the support on behalf of the Press Star crew. 199 super chat. Is Neo the first guest who outlifts Alex? I don't know. What are your numbers, Alex?
Fucking all right. On what do you want?
The big four. The big four.
The big four.
Yeah.
So bench we're at 275. Deadlift I'm at 315. Overhead press I'm inching to 135. I'm at like 115 right now. And then squat I'm at 285.
All right.
I'm
nice.
being more cautious on the squat because I work out at home.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
And I don't have
so-
any safeties, so I'd rather be just cautious about it. I mean, those are doing those on 3x3.
Okay, cool. So, all right, bench for me, 285. That was the last time I tested it. That was like a month ago.
One rep or sets?
So that's one rep. So that's one rep max of that one. Deadlift, my one rep all-time max. It was a little bit of a grinder, but that was 485. But if we're talking like rep works, 405. Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Deadlift used to be my worst lift, man. It was terrible.
That's my
overhead
favorite lift.
overhead press. I just eked out 155 for 5 last week, so I'm excited about that. And squat, I had to rebuild for a while because being a tall guy, squatting is the devil.
Dude, I'm
but right now,
Chrono
yeah,
Clicker is
6'4".
asking me, Kofi, how much do you bench press? I bench press a pistol.
2 DualSense.
I bench press a pistol.
When was the last time you did a push-up?
I do.
Oh damn!
Hey, I bench a pistol, yo. Let's see what a bullet. Let's see what a bullet does with all that muscles, yo. Let's see. Let's see all that muscles and the bullet. Let's see who win. Let's see who win. You know what I mean? Over here in Canada, yo, my musket don't even play with me, bro. Yo,
Maple
Can you even load that thing?
He fills it with maple syrup. That's what he does.
He's high on maple syrup.
Yeah, right.
what's muscles to a bullet, bro? Like, we ain't trying to hear that.
That's the quote. That is the quote of the night right now.
You got abs? I've got a knife.
I got a knife. Exactly. I got a knife. Yo, what's that?
That's funny.
Can of
All right.
Pringles.
Yo, J-Man, yo. What's your impressions of the DualSense controller so far?
All right. So I thought I would, let people know that I was the person, probably the only person who had a little bit of issues of Sony not having the DualShock 4 compatible with the PS5, in the sense of like the new games and stuff like that. As we know now that you can turn off like all the haptic feedbacks and the adaptive trigger stuff. So to be honest, it still doesn't make any sense to me. But the only reason why I had that feeling is because of how I feel about the DualShock 4. It's one of my favorite controllers ever. It feels nice in my hands, and I like everything about it. So I wanted to get the DualSense to see how it felt in comparison, seeing that it was, a little bit bigger and, it was, built a little bit different. The triggers and stuff look different. But I'm here to report that at first, when I took it out the box, the first thing you notice immediately is that it's heavier than the DualShock 4, but the build quality is 100 times better. It doesn't feel cheap and plastically like the DualShock 4.
Facts.
I think Kofi might even mention it in his video, like when you're twisting this thing,
It's solid. You don't
hear none of that.
Nice.
It's a solid build. And the size, while it is bigger, once you're playing, it's all muscle memory at the end of the day. It's still the same layout. So everything just feels natural in the hands. The buttons, the face buttons itself, they're nice and soft. They don't have that, like, I don't know, like when you're tapping the DualShock 4, it kind of has like almost like a plasticky feel to it. These buttons feel nice and soft to press. My one concern about the D-pad, I think I mentioned it to Jack Move the other day, is that the buttons don't slant going in towards the middle like it does in a DualShock 4, and that's usually like where I rest my my thumb when I'm playing like a D-pad, a game that requires a D-pad. Yeah. It's more flat. So I haven't really tested it out. I played like a first-person shooter. I played a third-person game. I played a platformer, and it feels nice. Everything still feels nice in the hands. Shit, what else can I say about it, man?
How's the battery life?
I haven't drained it.
Yeah.
I haven't had the opportunity to drain it.
I'm also
either.
not using like the feedback features and stuff like that. So
Okay.
Yeah, that's
I know that might drain it a little bit faster, but on PC, it doesn't have any of that stuff. It doesn't even have Rumble. Period on PC right now.
Not right now.
So,
Wow.
Until the drivers, the drivers are not out for it yet.
Yeah, it's not supported in that way at all. The analog sticks feel similar to the DualShock 4. They're a little bit more.
I feel like
a little bit more quality.
I feel like they're a little bit more, tenser. You know what I mean? The tension's or I could be bugging.
Like a little tighter?
I feel like they're a little tighter.
Yeah, it is. But I don't know because I've had this controller for years now. So I don't know if it's just like wear and tear at this point versus a fresh brand new controller.
Mm-hmm.
But I never had an issue with the sticks anyway on PlayStation controllers. So PS3 was pretty bad, but DualShock 4 was fine.
You never had no problem with the sticks?
Nah, not on PS4.
Yeah.
Oh, you had a launch, right?
Yeah, I never had any like rub off or anything like that.
Yeah, I had rub off on my my first one. Yeah.
The first one, my shit was. I had to send that shit back, bro.
Yeah.
And I thought I would because I'm not a person. I don't sit my thumb in the circle there.
Yeah.
It kind of like it's on the edges, and I never had an issue.
So I'm curious. I'm curious about this. Because
Yeah.
I've been on Twitter and I've been seeing things about some dirty ass controllers.
All right, let me get my shit off.
Motherfuckers be eating chicken wings.
Let me get my shit off because niggas are pissing me off. All right, so okay, first of all, J-Man, you pretty much nailed everything that I was pretty much gonna say about the controller. So I'm gonna not say much. I've been actually, maybe you've been testing it and you've been putting it down, but I've been actually, ever since I've gotten this controller, I said in the beginning of the podcast, all I've been really playing is Dragon Ball Fighters, right? And I've been using the DualSense the entire time for Dragon Ball Fighters. I've been playing a whole bunch of matches online, custom matches, everything. I just want to say the D-pad is great, first of all. I think the D-pad is really, really fun. And I just really like the feel and how sturdy the controller is. We know the controller is white, people. And I'm tired of some of y'all. See, you can't say nothing bad at Jack. You can't say it's not even something bad, really.
Oh shit!
The controller is white.
Here we go.
Here it comes.
The controller is white. And I hate,
start
you
duck.
know what I hate? When niggas make me look like I'm crazy. Jack, am I crazy?
Crazy.
No.
Jack, am I crazy? I don't think I'm crazy.
No
Maybe
sir,
not
no sir.
Crazy, but
I'm
you
not
don't
crazy.
wash your hands.
So, you see?
J-Man, I don't think that's what they mean.
All right, so
Yeah.
listen to this.
I don't think that's what they mean, sir.
I made a little bit of a tweet saying that, after extensive play with the DualSense, already in the back, because it's patterned with little X's and O's. If you don't know, if you look carefully, you could see a little bit of, build up there. And automatically, nigga, Kofi, you dirty, nigga, you dirty this, you don't wash your hands. They putting up the SpongeBob meme, like niggas' hands are mad dirty and nasty and musty. I'm like, nigga, bro, I'm so sick of y'all niggas, dog. I'm so sick of y'all. How about, is this a possibility that just, the natural oils, you having sweaty palms from gripping something for a long period of time, just, build up after time? Is that a possibility?
Yo,
Or
this
is that a possibility?
Killing me. Oh my god.
You know what I mean, Jack? Is that a possibility, or am I just crazy? Because
Kofi, Max B says, "Show your hands."
I do wash my
Kofi.
hands though before I play games because
Let's see
I
him,
don't
Kofi.
like
Put
my
the hands
hands.
up. Put the hands up.
Put the hands up.
Oh
like my-
shit, nigga, what the fuck?
I like my
Kofi, your
hands.
hands are clean.
dog, my hands
my
are
hands
fucking clean,
ashy.
nigga. What niggas talking about? But I'm just saying.
Hands
All
are
right,
clean.
so I just don't understand. Okay, so I every one of y'all controllers better be sparkly clean and not dirty at all, and no sort of buildup. Because people are apparently I'm the only person in the world who gets sweaty palms and after playing
Even
something
if you
intense.
wash
Nah.
your hands, it can still it can still
Yeah.
get dirty.
That's what I'm trying to say. It can still get dirty if you wash your hands.
Dirty.
True,
Yeah,
true, true.
Oils get dirty. We black, we melanated, so we produce oils.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Just to say here, bro.
Yeah,
melanin, dog.
niggas are crazy, bro. Anything to
Bro,
damage control just a little bit, bro. Like, goddamn. Now niggas don't bathe. Now niggas don't wash their hands. Like, come on, bro. I'm so sick of PlayStation niggas, dog. I'm so
Yo.
sick of them, bro.
I'm waiting for somebody to say you gotta stop gold chain gaming and go get yourself some dope soap.
I'm so
I'm
sick
very
of that, bro.
particular with my controllers when it comes to like them feeling oily in my
Yeah.
hands. I just don't like that. Like if I
Yeah.
like washing up my hands and I'm coming in to play a game, if I feel like they're too oily, I will wash them. And like I want them to kind of be like ashy and dry while I'm playing because I know I'm gonna produce oils anyway. So and then the shit start getting like slippery and stuff
think-
like
I
that.
Yo,
when you
bro,
get,
I
like, the pizza
sweat in
grease-
my nigga, I sweat in general. If I'm playing something intensive, I actually
Yeah.
sweat in general. I don't know if am I the only one this happens to?
No,
Like,
because
so-
I like
I never sweat.
when I play Counter Strike, like I'll even get like under wet,
That's
and
what I'm
like,
saying.
oh,
Like
God,
sometimes,
gosh.
yo, when I know I'm about to do a long session of gaming, I actually I make sure I double up on the deodorant and everything because I can perspirate. I can perspirate, bro.
Yep. And then also,
I can't
when
be the
we're in
only
these
one. I can't be the
closed
only one,
When we're
dog.
in these closed environments, like when you got PCs lighting on you and all that stuff,
Yeah,
it's
I-
yo,
heat,
bro, I'm
you
already
know?
getting my forehead already
Yeah.
moist, all this shit, bro. You know
Yep.
what I mean? So stop acting like I'm crazy, people. That's all I gotta say. Stop acting like I'm crazy.
Yo,
Here's $2 for soap. Oh my god, I did not gonna let this one go.
Yo, your ass already, man.
yo, we gotta move on because bro, I'm laughing too much. This is too funny.
They gonna be on my
podcast.
ass regardless.
Shit, what
dog.
else could I say? The shoulder buttons are bigger on
I
this
like it.
controller
I like
Nice.
than the DualShock 4. What was I saying?
What about
Okay.
thumbsticks? Because on the PS4, my thumbs would touch on the thumbsticks. I
Oh.
just
It
Is
Is
still
it
happens.
is
It still
further
happens.
spaced
They're like the
apart?
same.
Oh,
They're like the
okay.
same.
It
Like
still
I don't-
happens,
I don't
bro.
think the distance is any different.
Yeah, the distance is not far enough for it not to touch.
look.
I've
I'm
never
just
had that
happens.
happen to me. That's crazy.
Yeah, that don't
It's
happen.
because Jack, I have a lot of dick to handle. The thing is,
Oh, it's only
Oh
a matter
my
of
God.
time.
I was going
we
to
got-
argue if you said that. Go ahead, man. Go off, bro. Go
Yep.
off. You got it.
Oh boy.
it's okay. No, but like my thumbs fucking touch, and that's annoying as shit.
That's why you like offset
Yeah.
sticks for that
Oh
reason.
my
I like
God,
offset.
fucking
Well,
press
if it's
start
not
memes.
offset sticks, then I like it how like the
Fucking
Wii
guy,
was.
bro.
Yeah.
I like
Press,
that. Up,
press
up,
start
up.
memes is
Yeah.
an asshole, bro. Look what this nigga did. Look at this nigga did, bro. Look how you doing,
Wait,
bro.
wait, what happened? Press start.
They got you digging in your ass or something.
Oh god.
The
Oh
controller.
no!
Let me see this. Hold up.
Look
Bitches love
at
man with dirty.
Where is it? Wait,
It's
Press
on-
Star
it's on-
Memes posted one?
Yeah,
PSP. Yeah, press start.
All right,
Johnny
I'm about to
wild
check it.
thornberries and shit.
they're already on my ass, dog.
Yo.
Wow, dude.
These guys
Oh
are
my
some
God.
assholes, bro. That's all I gotta say. Y'all some assholes, bro.
Wait, did
I'm
you
a very
post that?
clean individual. First of
Yo,
all,
what the? Yo. Press Star Memes work fast. Why did you just move like that?
Dude.
Love men with 30
You
heads.
are in the wrong spot, my friend.
Yeah, he's fast. He's fast with it. He's fast with it.
Oh yeah, you forever gonna be a meme now.
No,
Yeah,
I
I'm
love it. I
definitely
love
me.
it.
Oh man, shit is crazy. All right, so let's move on. The DualSense is a great controller, and I'm looking forward to trying out the haptic feedback triggers. People say it's really a next gen feature. A lot of people have been hyping it up, so I can't wait to feel it myself. And just the overall rumble in the controller, because that's all that's left for me to really test out. People have been testing out the mic for the DualSense, and the mic seems pretty good. A lot of people are pretty impressed with the quality of the mic. You do hear the clicking and tapping
For the buttons.
with the buttons, but it is what it is, I guess. I guess if you absolutely need to speak in a mic, you have the option, so I'm not mad at it.
How's the quality of it? Because I heard it was actually pretty decent.
I was just saying
The
it's
mic
pretty good.
quality?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if you're not like pressing buttons or you don't got the controller low, it's
Yeah.
actually pretty good.
It's actually pretty good.
So it picks up the sound of the buttons.
Yeah,
Oh,
you can hear it.
Well,
That's
you got noise cancellation in the PS5 though.
Right, that's what I was getting ready to say. I wonder if on the actual PS5 it's
That's
gonna
right.
sound
That's
better.
right. It might have some
It's got-
software.
it's got-
It might have some software to address the issues of the clicking of the buttons and stuff like that,
Right.
like how like RTX voice and shit like that, or some sort of noise cancellation program or something that it has on it built in.
It will
feature.
needs that because that clicking will drive people crazy.
Yeah, that'll defeat the purpose of having it like that.
Yeah. All right. PlayStation has come out and confirmed that you won't have SSD support expansion at launch for the PS5. So if you went out and bought some more storage, you better hold off on it. I don't even know if there's something available on the market that is compatible with the PlayStation 5 right now. Maybe that's why it's not available at launch. You gotta wait a little bit longer. So
They was saying you should probably if you got an external hard drive, just put all your PS4 stuff on there and
Yeah.
play it off the PS4.
play it off. But
you
that
get a lot
means,
of
no. But
FPS
if you
on
do
games.
that, if you do that, Jack, you won't get the fast speeds though. That's the problem.
No, well, yeah.
If you
Well,
play
you
it
can
off the
trans-
external, you have to
Yeah, if you play it
transfer
off
it on the
external,
main
right.
hard drive to get
Right.
the fast speeds.
Yeah. To get the different
Yep.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's how it works. So hopefully the transfer process is not long. You know what I mean? Like if it's not long, then it's not.
Oh, you talking about from like external to the SSD?
Yeah, from the external to the
transfer my save data, yo. I don't want to do nothing else.
yeah. So we'll
You didn't
see.
put yours in the cloud?
Yeah, I think I do because I got like 2 terabyte, damn near 2 terabytes of games on my PS4. I can't put that on my PS5 like that, so
Oh yeah.
I ain't gonna be able to do that no way.
The PS5, it can play off the external, just regular hard drive, right?
Yeah,
The
Yeah,
it
PS5
can.
games?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, not
No,
PS5
it won't
games,
play
but
Yeah,
PS4
PS4,
games.
yeah,
It'll play
yeah.
PS4
All right,
games.
cool.
Yeah.
Just gotta plug
Got
in.
you. Copy. That's good.
Yeah. So yeah, I think like some of these ones, these SSDs that people think are going to be compatible, I think
They're
they
probably
eventually
not.
end up will be. I think they will be.
Oh,
I just
okay.
think that they're still testing them, so they can't
Yeah.
100% confirm them yet.
Okay.
So yeah, I think that's the case. And shit, Sony said that shit back in March. You know what I mean?
They did.
Don't expect it,
They
to
just
be
paid
at
those
launch.
SSDs though. Was it M 980? I think them Samsung
Yeah.
joints.
Tonight.
Yeah, they just dropped, so
Yeah.
they'll probably be the one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, we learned that the PlayStation 5 won't have 1440p output. Apparently.
RIP
That is
monitor
so-
users. RIP monitor users.
So
That's
if you have a
just funny.
1440p monitor, then you're pretty much have a 1080p image or maybe 4K downscale to
That's ridiculous.
that's
so-
disgusting.
That's
yeah.
absolutely
In comparison to the
ridiculous.
Xbox Series X, I think the Xbox has native 1440p support. I
Yeah.
believe
How
so.
is that even?
I believe so. So
It
That's-
don't make
that's
sense
wild,
because
bro.
Sony TVs got 1440p support. So what's the point of
Mhm.
having
yeah,
that
so
if you can't fucking downscale the
there's
system?
no point damage controlling this. Look, it's not like the end all be all, right? But it is a kind of a L. Like, why doesn't it support 1440p output?
I mean, why
You
can't
know
even
what I
they
mean?
just do 4K and then downscale to 1440?
It probably does some
Yeah,
sort
but
No,
of
it takes a
That's probably
1080p and goes up to 1440.
maybe
Yeah,
it probably does some sort of downscaling, or it probably does that.
Fuck, the
but
I think even
PS4
that,
Pro
it'll-
did that.
Yeah.
but,
it'll-
but the
it'll
thing is,
super-
the thing is when you do the downscale, like it never looks as good as just the original shit on your monitor, though. That's the problem, though. It never looks as good for some reason. So
That is still kind of an L, though.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
a
out of
little-
all the
it's a
things,
L, yeah.
out of all
Absolutely.
the things, and I mean, like, especially since both of them are talking about 120 frame per second games, a lot of people out there, I know personally, they'd much rather buy themselves a nice 1440p monitor, 144 hertz, as opposed to a 4K TV. Which, I mean, right now, even though we have a couple that do support 120 hertz, it's not like widespread across the board where you can just go buy it and not have to worry about it. You know, the LG CX, for some people, they have the burn-in issues. The Sony X900H, there's this weird
my bad.
software. I was about to say, I was like, damn,
My
what
bad,
did
my
I say?
bad, that bad accident.
The
Neil,
X9,
how much are those
yeah.
TVs?
Which one? So, all right. So the Sony X900H hovers anywhere from around $1,000 to, it can go up to like 2,000 depending on the size of the TV. LG CX, just take that, add an extra like 500 on top of whatever size it is.
So we'll be generous. $1,000 for a fucking TV.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
On consoles that are still going to be 30 fucking FPS
Mm-hmm.
on a lot of games.
Yep.
And they don't want to give you the option to go 1440p and get a better fucking frame rate.
No,
Mhm.
No.
That's a fact. That's
Hold
a
your
big
fucking
L.
L, Sony.
That's an L. Like nobody can dispute that.
It's unfortunate that it doesn't. Like, I know this is not gonna affect like a wide group of people, but
Yeah.
you know,
most people with 1440p
yeah,
are like,
yeah,
gamers anyway.
it's a monitor,
Mhm.
like, yeah, so it's not gonna affect a lot of people, but it should support 1440p output, in my opinion. So Sony just got to
And if
hold
you're
out for
buying
that,
$1,000
whatever.
TVs and you say PC gaming is expensive, I got a bridge to sell you in Florida.
Everybody went out and copped that Sony and LG. This
Yo, everybody
past-
this past week bought that LG.
I'm the only one who didn't buy a TV, bro.
Them the two TVs everybody got.
I was
I
this
kind of
close. I was
feel
this close to
left
buying
out
it.
a little bit, but I'm gonna hold strong, man. I'm not
That's
buying
how
a
I
TV.
felt with the
anytime soon.
KS8000 when that shit was
But
popping
yeah, your
off.
TV's still pretty decent though, right?
Yeah, I'm not gonna buy another TV, bro. I barely game on my TV. Anyways, I'm always on my monitor for the most part. So
Oh,
I
I'm
was
always-
trying to
I'm
get a
always on my
monitor.
TV.
I was trying so hard to get a monitor, but them prices is
You
ridiculous.
should have got that
Bro.
55, man. You fucking up, bro.
I might, bro. Listen,
Honestly-
my return policy will be exercised if need be, bro.
Where did you-
be like? Yeah, I want the 55.
Where'd you buy the TV from, J-Man?
Best Buy.
Best Buy's got a really good return policy right now.
Oh
So,
yeah,
yeah,
I
you got some time.
You're gonna end up getting that 55. I think you are.
I'm
And
just
it's cheaper,
saying.
too, right?
Yeah, it is. It's like
Honestly.
$200 cheaper, I think.
Oh
Bro,
yeah, you finna
I
get-
return
yeah, you
that
finna-
return
yeah,
that
you
shit
finna get
right
your money
now,
back,
bro.
bro.
Return that
tripping, dog.
shit.
But if the thing was, if I ended up getting the 55, it'll probably be mounted on my wall. So I had to get a decent wall mount and shit like that. So it probably would have ended up balancing out.
Just make sure that you put it into the stud. That's pretty much it. If you put it into the stud and not into just drywall, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see though. The 48, that shit might be perfect. I'll know soon enough.
Yeah. Is there any other super chats that's popped up? Let's do a super chat break before we move on to the next
one
topic. We're almost done.
from
Triggerman. Actually, yeah, Triggerman. Yeah,
I got S blank Sun.
I got Triggerman here.
Triggerman was the most recent one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, so S blank Sun, 95. Thank you for the 5. Like supporting my Gahanian brethren, trying to make it on YouTube. Also, Kofi, which one do you like better, Budokai 3 or Takachi 3?
Tenkaichi.
Tenkaichi 3.
Tenkaichi.
Ooh.
Wait,
Dragon Ball
wait,
games aren't
why Tenkaichi 3 over
No,
Budokai 3?
I'm just thinking. Okay, I like both of them. For a fighter, for a fighter back in the day, I would probably say Budokai 3 is just more fun to play like competitively, I would say.
Yeah.
Than but just the fan service in T3 is just crazy. You know, all the characters and stuff like that, all the transformations. That's why I like that game. But I would say Budokai 3. I would say Budokai 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'd say that was a better game overall. I think it's still the highest rated Dragon Ball game that exists. I think it is.
I believe so. Next to Fighters. Yeah.
Fighters
Wasn't
is probably
there like
number 2.
Wasn't there a Super Nintendo one that would like
Hyper
whenever you
Dimension?
get too far or too close, it would like move the screen and it had like a bar in the middle? There was some Dragon Ball fighter game that
way
had
back.
that.
I think I know what you're
back.
talking about.
That's
I think I know what
way
you're
back,
talking
right?
about. I know what you're talking about.
Like if you got far away, they would give you like your own screen space, and then you would come back together, and then the screen would come together. It was like fucking wild.
I think they might have re-released that as like a classic on one of the DS games they did, but I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
I know what game you're talking about. Super Boo. It starts with a Boo or
Super
some shit.
Budo. I think it's Super Budo 10. Budo 10.
Yeah, Budo 10. I think that's what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce it.
Oh yeah. I see it. Yeah.
I think that's the game that you're talking about. Yeah.
Because that shit's fucking crazy looking.
Yeah.
This joint right here.
There's a $2
I'm
super
glad,
chat.
man. Dragon Ball games are still.
Are you gonna
coming
read
out,
the chats,
man.
or or am I gonna do it?
Well, I don't know. I just like
He's
taking some time off from you, so
Hey,
you
he's
can relax.
helping you, dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I try to do.
Trying to take my job?
Absolutely, that's what it is.
Go ahead, Alex. Man.
The next one from Big Boy, $5, £5. Love the podcast alongside Who. This is more the hero story. Who is more evil? Thursdays and Sundays is in harmony. I don't podcast. Hashtag free Tony.
Free Tony, man. I don't know if he's still blocked, but free Tony, dog. That's
He
my
definitely
man.
is. He definitely is.
Listen,
Oh my God! What? Wait, what
BG
happened?
said
What
January
happened?
1st is the targeted release date. January
Oh
1st.
man.
Wait, what?
Yeah, how do you put him on timeout, bro? How you put a grown man on timeout?
I just saw him. Wait, what happened? What happened?
He
with
might
Tony
not
this
never
time?
unban him.
No,
what
BG banned him on Twitter, Discord, the Weapon Wheel Discord. He banned him on PSP, blocked him on PSP Discord. He blocked him on everything, like every social media platform.
He got mad at Tony for Tony was making fun of the new Weapon Wheel theme song pretty much. He said he don't have to listen to struggle bars before the podcast is what he said.
Struggle bars,
bro.
Yo, that clip of him saying that he'd rather go deaf or some shit like that. That shit had me rolling. That shit had me-
Tony, he's always been about that smoke, man. Like,
bro.
that is BG's illegitimate
Yo,
son,
Jack, what
though.
did he say? Somebody
Shout out
says
to
like,
Tony.
yo, the
Shout
man
out to
sound like
Tony.
most
You
deaf,
fool me,
and he's
Tony.
like, yo, I'd rather be deaf or some shit like that. That shit was wild.
Tony's
got
funny,
really
bro.
good jokes.
He
Yeah,
does.
Tony's a funny man, man. I fuck with Tony, yo. Like, me and Tony go way back, man.
Tony killed me. He killed me because he did a video. I think it was like a compilation of all the times he crashed the Weapon Wheel podcast, and then he was just making fun of one of BG's homeboys, saying like,
man.
"Damn, BG, this guy only got 25 subs. You getting anybody?" Like,
Oh yeah.
I was crying. I was like, "Yo."
Tony's funny.
Shout out to Tony. You cool with me, bro?
Yeah, shout out to Tony too. That's facts. That's facts.
Oh man.
All right, let's quickly go
Sleepy
over-
Lights.
Oh,
we're
okay,
not done.
we're
Sleepy
not
Lights.
done.
Look, we all of a sudden we got a lot of super. I'm just saying.
There we go.
Sleepy Lights for the $2. Here's $2 for soap.
Oh my god, bro.
Wait, another
Trigger
$2
Man.
for soap?
Oh man. I
You'll
think
be able to get some good shit,
The
bro.
Trigger Man for $2. WD 850 and Samsung 90. fast enough, not proved yet. Yes, those are
Yeah,
great. Those
those
are great
are two ones.
NVMEs. Silver Spy, thank you for the 5. That's the controller. Does the controller have the same rumble as the Switch, which is salt and accurate, or a heavy rumble like the original PlayStation?
Oh, he did it
My
on
boy
purpose.
Sofa.
Sofa did it on purpose, yo.
And then
Did it on
Sofa
purpose.
then donated another 5 saying spelling lessons. Thank you very much. That's what he wanted. He wanted spelling lessons.
I think it's probably more like the Switch or even like the iPhone with the haptic feedbacks. More accurate.
Well, we gotta feel it. I can't really speak on the rumble yet since I haven't felt the controller shake at all, so I can't even speak on that. I made a video like I said on the DualSense, but I'll make a final one after I play like Astro's Playroom and give you guys like my thoughts on it. Then
Listen, Kofi, all I need to know from this impressions video is if you can milk cows with the DualSense. Can you shake ice in the cup with the DualSense, man? These are the questions I need answers, bro.
I don't know, man.
They better have that ice situation. I'm gonna be mad if they don't.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, well, apparently to some YouTubers, the controller could turn, really hot and really cold depending. Then
I believe people let that man say that. Did nobody say, bro?
Yo,
Like,
you can tell if there's 3 ice cubes in a cup or 4. Like, shout out to next gen, man. Shout
Yeah,
out.
man. Spooky how like Sony always copies Nintendo.
Uh-oh. Nintendo makes, Sony takes.
Oh shit, that's really good.
Yeah, there you go. That's that old saying. That's the old saying.
Speaking,
Nintendo makes, Sony takes.
it's a
That's
good
really- I mean, I was
segue,
being
yo.
sarcastic, but I
Yeah.
do like that. That's really good.
it's a good segue. Speaking on Nintendo,
I fuck with that. Yeah.
we're gonna just update you guys on some sales quickly and the performance of the
man.
Nintendo Switch real quick.
There we go. Let's get
So the
Van
Nintendo
doing this.
Switch has sold 68 million units as
There
of
we go.
September, I believe.
you
There we
for
go.
As of
There we go.
September. So it's almost at 70 million.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So that's absolutely bonkers.
That's
That's
what,
crazy
3.5
too because
years?
the Switch didn't have shit
Yeah,
this year
3.5
too.
years.
That's the crazy thing. The Switch
Holy
this
shit.
year has been really underwhelming for the Nintendo Switch. There's been a whole bunch of ports that nobody's been asking for. Paper Mario and
Animal Crossing. That's it.
Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's about it.
That's all they had.
So this year has been a weak
There
year
was
for the
really-
Switch.
I mean, this was the year I was thinking about selling my damn Switch.
Yeah, but the Switch is absolutely killing it still. To put in perspective, around this same time frame, if you actually Google 3 years down the line of the PS4 had 53 million consoles sold worldwide. So the Switch is outpacing the PlayStation 4. It's just funny to me. Remember prior to launch,
Yup.
certain man said this shit was gonna flop. This shit was a dead. Certain man's
I
had
think
to
we all
throw
did.
their
I think we
certain-
all did. We all
certain
said that, bro.
man's had to
We
throw
all
their
said that.
PS4 out the window. You know what I mean?
Oh,
shit.
You remember? Because they said it was gonna flop, and he lost the bet, and he had to throw his PS4 out the window.
Damn.
Out the barred windows and shit like that. Looked like he was in a prison cell and some shit.
How
All
do
I'm
you say
saying
that
is,
a Nintendo handheld?
Right. Once I seen the Switch was a handheld primarily,
I was like, this is a
it's
wrap.
gonna sell. It's over. She gonna sell like hotcakes.
yeah. So the
Like,
Switch, but a lot of people early on, even seen it as a handheld, niggas were saying it was gonna flop. A lot of people. Let's not forget. We could go back and find the thing. A lot of people.
Oh, absolutely.
People were saying.
I
this,
mean, coming off
this
the
shit was
Wii U,
gonna
I
flop.
can't really.
Facts.
A lot of
Yo,
people said shit was gonna flop.
Yeah, after the Wii
That's
U,
what
it
people
was
were
so
looking
I was
at.
definitely
the
one of them
Wii U.
niggas, I was repping the Switch gang hard at that. I'm like,
You
this shit's
were,
gonna
man.
take off. I said this shit was gonna take off, and look at it now, bro. It took off, bro. We knew it was gonna take off.
Nah, I remember that Weapon Wheel episode. They was roasting you, Kofi. Straight up, bro. I remember that. I was like, damn, they coming for this man's soul.
You know,
Yeah, but at the end of the day, yo, look,
Sony
I was
fanboys are
right.
sensitive.
I was right. The Switch is killing it, and I think it's gonna easily, sell over 120. I think it's gonna easily.
You
sell
said
over 120.
easily?
120?
I think so.
120.
I think so.
I think
I
so.
think
Niggas gonna
I
reach
think
that
so.
150?
I don't know if it's gonna reach 150. I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
You know why? You know why it might though? Whatever updated Switch they come out with, they're gonna
continue it.
together.
It's gonna be
They're
the
gonna continue
same,
it.
yeah. It'll be the same family.
It'll be
Exactly.
Family. Yeah.
It'll be in the Switch family.
150
Exactly.
is crazy though.
So some
'Cause
people
the-
some people think they're gonna release another platform before it can do that, but I think the next iteration or the next Nintendo system is gonna be like a Switch revision, like
Yeah.
a more powerful version. I think they're gonna keep this model for some time now. So
I don't know, man. I don't think it's gonna be.
what do you say?
Which
I
is
don't think it's gonna be like a more It'll have a bit of a bump, but I don't think it's
it'll
gonna
be more. It'll be
like,
later. It'll be more like its latest technology.
Dude, I don't think it's gonna be like substantial.
It's not gonna be 4K. I don't think it's gonna be 4K either. I think it's gonna have the latest Tegra chips or whatever. It's gonna have the latest chips in it. It'll probably perform better.
Like a PS4 or some shit like that.
Yeah. I don't think it's gonna be something 4K or something comparable to the PS5 or Series X or nothing like that. I don't think that.
Absolutely not. It's not. It's not ready yet. But I mean, from what we've seen when they did the revision of the Switch now, the one that comes in the red box, that new thing they got there, it has a much better battery life by comparison. Yeah. So I'm assuming, because I remember some Nintendo fan was breaking everything down to me. He was saying how the Switch can actually run games much better than what we're seeing now. Well, not much better, but a good percentage better. But the reason why they hold it back is due to if they did run it at the max capacity, the battery life would be like 30 minutes long. So it's all about
because that's all it does when it's in the dock, right? Like, you know, it kicks up. It pretty much just kicks up.
Like,
and, you know what I mean?
When my Switch is in the dock, it is hot.
Yeah,
it is like on fire.
Yo, that bitch could warp. Yo, you never see people switch warp and shit like that. That shit
up, man.
That shit could warp.
My shit was bending. I seen that.
Yeah, people should be bending and shit. My shit hasn't bended, but some people should be bending. Yo.
Yeah, mine's good. I've had mine for 3 years. It's still good.
Yeah. Let me give you guys some software sales numbers real quick. Animal Crossing, 26.04 million. Yo, J-Man, they laughed at me, bro.
Christ,
people don't want to. People laugh when I said this game was gonna be like, it's gonna be something different. Niggas laughed at me at the time. You know what I mean?
Sales is crazy.
The sales is crazy. 26 million copies sold. Incredible. You know the game that everyone was shitting on? Super Mario 3D All-Stars?
All-Stars.
It went on to sell 5.2 million.
Jesus.
When did they release?
It's September. It came out in September, bro.
It
it's
went
not
to sell
even
5.2.
2 months.
Hold up.
It went to sell 5.2
It says as
million.
of September
30th.
September, I think 18th or was it 30th?
No, it says as of September 30th. Super Mario 3D.
Yo, they sold
5.2 million.
copies.
So,
Wait, as of
out
September 30th? As of the 30th, it's at 5 million?
Yeah.
So it sold those units in like what, like 2 weeks?
Not like 12 days. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
5.2 million. Paper Mario.
$60?
Limited time, bro.
$60, dude.
Bro,
Yo,
when it comes to software, we have to just give it up, yo. When it comes to software sales, Nintendo's just a different animal. They're just a different animal. And these prices don't.
Even the worst games sell like that Mario Party game is one of the most bare bones in the entire series. Yet it's still like at what, like 10 million, 11 million?
It's a big seller.
Oh, geez.
Big seller. Paper Mario did 2.8 million. Paper Mario did.
My God.
You know what I mean?
Holy
So we can't
shit,
compare PlayStation. We can't even compare Microsoft. Like
I was
Nintendo.
pirate my Nintendo game, so I'm not gonna be.
Yo,
Thank you, Jack.
Nintendo
See?
sells games on a
Jack,
different
now you
level.
understand.
Holy shit.
Listen, look, everyone. Look at how many simps bought these Nintendo games.
Yep.
Right? These soy boy, open-mouthed, thumbnail dudes talking about like my wife's boyfriend got me a Switch. Right?
Hey yo.
Mouth open on the thumbnail.
Mm-hmm.
Go on ahead and just
Are they bald? Are they bald?
They're balding, or they've just got like, you know, they're like in their 40s and they're trying to act like they're 12.
Oh Lord. Oh no.
My wife's boyfriend is the funniest.
Go on ahead and just pirate all Nintendo games. Just pirate them all.
That's a message from Alex, and Alex alone. Buy your games. If
I mean,
if
they bought 27 million units of Animal Crossing. I mean,
that's a message from Alex and Alex alone. PSP doesn't endorse pirating. That's a message from Alex and Alex alone.
But I will, because I'm the guest. I have no affiliation. I will humor this. Did y'all see the Switch emulation of the new Hyrule Warriors game and how they were able to get that shit going at 8K?
8K.
Yo, when they get Yuzu, I can't be lying. When they get Yuzu working properly, I'm gonna be on that bitch.
What do you mean when? Dude, they're getting games day and date that are running at way better frame rate.
Oh yeah? I don't really pay attention.
That's what I'm telling you. You're literally being hamstrung because Nintendo doesn't want to put their games on PC when they should.
But Alex, so Hyrule Warriors, you know, that game. Why don't you want to support the devs? You know, they're working hard. They're slave laboring over there. You know, what I mean? Why don't you want to support those guys?
Labor.
You know, right? It's not Well, hold on. It's not an
Go
emulation
ahead.
port. It's a regular release. So why do you want to pirate that one? You know, what about the developers? They got to feed their families and all sorts of shit. What's up with that one? No crunch.
Piracy Start
I mean,
podcast.
how many units are they selling?
Like,
What does that have to do? What does that have to do with anything, though? What does that have to do? With
Okay,
anything?
you talk about supporting developers. How many units did they sell? How many units? 50
No,
million,
but-
15
but,
million,
yeah, but if
900
everyone thought-
million?
If everyone thought like you, they wouldn't be selling
Okay,
like that. And the
okay, they're
developers
getting
will go
paid,
hungry
right?
then.
And also, what does piracy have to do with developer
No, but you
actual,
care. No, but you
like,
care about the
situations?
developers, though. But you care about them, their well-being, and you know,
Yeah,
you care about
I
their
do.
well-beings.
but that doesn't mean
Why
Nintendo
do you
can't
steal
do
their
shitty things.
why do you steal their games while caring about their
No.
well-being too,
I'm
bro?
stealing Nintendo's games.
yeah.
Mm.
The developers
I'm
already.
confused.
The
I'm
developers
Listen.
having the situation is very different from Nintendo doing shitty practices.
Fact. See, what my client is
You
trying
can't
to
put
say.
those two together.
What is he trying to
What my
say? What
client is
he
trying to say is
Ooh, I got a
that
lawyer
he'll
now.
support. Yeah, he'll support those Nintendo games when they support a stable frame rate. That's what he's trying to
Thank you very much.
say.
Thank you very much.
Alex, are you gonna pirate? Someone in the chat actually, are you gonna pirate Cyberpunk? Because you know they're making their employees crunch and it's pretty shitty.
You know,
right?
Cyberpunk
I'm gonna
2077.
tell the truth. I'm gonna tell the truth. I actually refunded Cyberpunk the other day.
Oh wow.
Oh, yeah?
Uh-oh.
Ouch.
Are you gonna
Step
pirate
closer.
it? Are you gonna pirate it?
I'm probably gonna pirate.
Oh my god!
Damn.
He keep the same energy. He keep the same
I
energy.
say,
true. It is true.
okay.
It is
He's
true.
keeping the same energy. Is good, but this nigga is something else. That's all I gotta say. He is something else. He is something else, bro. Yo, I'm glad the majority of gamers are not like Alex, though.
Maybe they
I
should
don't
be.
know. I don't know,
Maybe
man.
they should be.
We need to find balance.
You'd have better games. You'd have better frame rates.
And
You'd
more
have
money.
you'd have
Yeah.
options in your game menu.
True.
You wouldn't be paying for online. Maybe y'all should be more like me.
New game prices is hitting different, bro. I ain't gonna
New game
They
prices
do.
wouldn't be $70; they'd be $50.
Oh, you know Nintendo, they gonna raise their price to $60 regardless of whether or not they put out a new console. Like, what? Yo, $70 games? Yo, here's Yoshi. 2-hour game, $70.
So maybe y'all should be like, instead of punching the air when I say something, maybe sit back and listen.
Oh yeah, they could raise the price of their games going forward. Ooh.
All right, so
Yo.
back to what I was saying real quick, so we can get
Monkey
off this
D.
Nintendo
Alex.
shit. Monkey.
Who's that?
Mario Kart 8
One
has
Piece?
sold
It's a One Piece
28 million copies.
Mario
Super
Kart
Smash
8 Deluxe?
Yeah, Mario Kart 8
Damn.
Deluxe, 28 million.
Game is immortal.
Super Smash
telling you.
has sold 21. Breath of the Wild has sold 19. Is really close to 20 million.
Nice.
Pokemon Sword and Shield has sold almost 20 million, 19 million as well. So
That's depressing.
yeah, that game was definitely mid. Bro, Super
I'm
Mario
of two
Galaxy
minds of that
18.
game. I'm of two minds of that game. Like on the one hand, I'm just like, yo, y'all gotta stop supporting this shit. And then when I see the boycotters out there who are like, yeah, I ain't supporting this shit, and I saw them posted on day one, I'm like,
Yep.
y'all deserve another mid Pokemon game. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. So
Dude, did
Nintendo's
you see
killing
what they
it.
did with the
That's
mods
all.
on the emulator for the game?
Nah, what they do?
They replaced all the textures. I don't know if they added HDR, but they added like occlusion. They fixed a lot of the mapping. They fixed the distance where your Pokemon walks behind you. They got it a 60 FPS mode. They added like
Oh my
all this
God.
stuff. Like literally, Nintendo is doing nothing, and they're bending you over every time, and you're just gobbling it up.
Bro, Game Freak's budget is like a shoestring and 2 sticks. That's
Yo,
why they keep
and
doing
yo,
this
bro.
shit,
That's crazy because these games make
And they
so
sell,
much
yeah,
fucking
that's
money,
what's
bro.
crazy. The games,
Why
yo,
do you give
the
them that
budget, the budget
Because
of
it
these
keeps
games
selling
can't be
20
high.
million.
The budget can't be that high. It can't be high, and they don't go down in price. Like, yo, honestly, they have the game plan. Like, yo, what hit them or not, they have the game plan.
bro. Like,
They must got mad money.
exquisite vacations and
Bro,
shit.
Jack, these
niggas
niggas must got money. Cause it ain't Sony where they drop their games to half price 3
Right.
months down the road, bro. Like these niggas keep their game. Breath of the Wild is still full retail price. You might catch
I
it on
can't
a
believe
digital
that.
sale.
You might catch
And
it at like
so
40.
You
here's
might
the
catch it on a
thing.
digital sale for $10
dude.
less.
Okay, it's still the full digital price, and it's not even the Game of the Year edition
Nah, not even.
that has all the DLC. It's just a
Yeah,
regular.
It's just a regular shit. Yo, these niggas are making hand over fist. That's a fact. They are making hand over fist. It's crazy.
I'm
All
telling
right,
y'all,
so that's
chat,
that.
start thinking like me.
That's it. That's, like me, as much as I would have loved to play Super Mario Galaxy, I didn't go out and buy that collection because that's literally going to set a precedent for every other
you
release
can play
they
Super
do.
Mario Galaxy.
Oh no, I can play on the PC with the emulator.
I
will
beat that
DM
on
you some
PC
links.
too, bro. That
Yeah.
shit is heat. That shit is heat on PC. I can't even lie. I got the HD texture pack and everything. That shit is heat on PC.
You know what's crazy, Kofi? Your version on the PC is actually better than the $60 version people pay for.
Yeah. Oh, I know that. Of course, I know that.
Oh,
I mean,
some good sales numbers though.
yeah, that's some really good sales numbers. Nintendo doing well, and it's I think it's gonna, even when the PS5 and Series X come out, I still think it's still gonna be performing well. I think it's obviously gonna lose November because PlayStation is about to sell 1 million consoles. But I could still see the Switch, winning MPDs, especially if there's a big release coming. Like the day that Breath of the Wild 2's coming and shit like that. I think the Switch is still gonna be hanging in there with the next generation systems for sure.
Yeah. Honestly, even though this year has been the least amount of time I've put into my Switch,
Same, yeah.
it's literally like I just know they still got stuff in the pipeline, and it's always good to leave that around. I know Alex said he was going to sell his this year, but there's a lot of people I know, it's like even if they only play their Switch like once or twice a year, they hold on to it because there's that allure of, well, maybe I could play this portably, or that one game that doesn't come to PlayStation or Xbox.
It's really weird because I also have like a Surface Pro tablet. So like for me, I'm like, oh, I can just Steam Link all my games to my tablet and I'm good. Bigger screen, better resolution, better frame rate. So that was my thing, right?
Yeah.
And that's why I was like, why do I have a Switch if I have it's portable with me all the time?
Yeah.
But then I also need an internet connection all the time.
True.
So
that's that deal breaker.
That's the deal breaker. So I think for me, I'm probably gonna keep it, and then what I'm probably gonna do is I'm gonna crack it, and then I'm gonna load all the emulators on, and then I'm gonna play all my emulated games on it. So emulator.
You know what to hit up. Just hit up one night, bro.
Fucking thing.
Just hit up one night. He'll tell you what to do.
For the facts, fam.
All right, so we have like 2 more topics before we get out of here. We're gonna just talk about this one topic that I wanted to mention. It's about Demon Souls, because there was a little bit of fake outrage going on when people found out there's 180 game help videos for the PS5 Plus subscribers. We all know that PlayStation 5 has a feature where you can, search up guides or some shit or get game help right off the system. And, a lot of people were, getting fake mad about this. And I didn't understand why, because, people go, look, if this shit didn't exist, people would just go on YouTube or just GameFAQs or other places. You know what I mean? Like people are acting like YouTube and other outlets do not exist for game help like this. So I don't know why this was even like a thing that people were getting mad at. Yeah. The fucking Souls community themselves upload footage to help people.
Yeah.
And shit like that. They do it, and I beat this boss this way. I did it this fast. You know what I mean?
How to beat this boss.
Right, how to beat this boss. The Souls community does that themselves. So I never understood the outrage about this. Is it because you can quickly search it on your PlayStation?
Advocate for that. I can play devil's advocate for that. It's not about like it being on PlayStation. I think a lot of it is like Demon Souls is a really special game, and what makes a Souls game really fun is figuring the stuff out together as a community. And like solving those issues together, right? Like, oh, I'm having an issue with this. What did you do? And then sort of like passing ideas back and forth about different strategies, right? And I think that's the fun part about Soul games. However, people take it way too fucking far. Way too fucking far. Like that one guy who made that post. He was like, you didn't beat the game, you beat yourself and all this other stuff. It's like, dude, fucking relax, my boy, right? I don't have an issue with the videos being there. I think it's fine. People are going to go on YouTube no matter what. I'd prefer people not to do that, because then they can like have a better experience when they're playing a Souls game. Because to me, a Souls game, the best part about it is overcoming those odds.
Yeah.
Right? Like that's the fun
That's
of it.
when you
like,
get that good feeling.
I fucking beat it. Right. And like you don't feel good when you look it up and then beat it and you're like, I cheesed it.
Yeah.
But
I just hope that these helps don't pop up like after you struggling.
Yeah, that's my
old
exactly.
Like, oh, here's a help video.
I hope you actually have to go out and look for it. Like that would be better.
See, that could be annoying, J-Man. Like, if you're dying frequently, then the help thing keeps on popping up with the exact video of the exact part you're on. If it's something like that, then that could be fucking annoying as hell.
Like the shit play like a preview of the part you're stuck at.
Yeah,
press the button to see the whole
if
video.
it's something like that, then that's hindering the experience. Don't do that.
You know, it would be great if at the beginning and at the end it said just get good,
180 videos of it just saying get good.
Get good. That'd be
That would
fantastic.
be that
Like
would
if
be
it just
that
did
would be
that, like,
dope.
how to beat this boss, and it says "Get Good," GITGUD.
Mhm.
As long as it doesn't
That'd be
pop
good.
up, as long as it doesn't pop up and intrude the
Yeah.
experience, then I don't have an
Yeah.
issue. If you have to like press start and go look for it, or like go and into the menus to select it, then cool, whatever. That one is your choice. But if it's not popping up and messing up the experience, I don't have an issue with the.
Or it's like, hey, you keep dying. Do you want to lower the diff? Do you want to take I would be like, fuck you.
yeah.
I'd be pissed if that was the case. But I mean, like, not everybody, like a lot of people are drawn to the allure of a Souls game.
But they don't have the
then
skill
are
to
not-
finish it.
Well,
Or
yeah,
beat it.
not only that, but maybe maybe they're like, oh, it's a third person medieval game that I can just fucking go through and slash in. That would be fine. It's Devil May Cry or something like that, right? And then they get in and they're like, okay, this is not what I expected. This is not what I signed up for. And they get pulled away from it. So I don't know. I'm like I want people to experience these games, but I don't want I would even say the integrity of the game to change, because I think it's so important to how that game is designed specifically. Like Demon's Souls was my first Souls game, and I'm very fond of it.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I totally get what you're saying, man. I'm of the same mindset. I mean, to me, I don't think it's a big deal whether or not it's on the PlayStation or someone goes and checks it on YouTube. Fundamentally, though, I think what everyone's worried about is if the game itself gets dumbed down, if it sets a precedent. I don't think that's going to be the case with Demon's Souls, because obviously looking at the series, it hasn't been, but we'll just have to see, though. Do you guys think, though, that going forward, if this is a success and they see all these hints and tips everywhere, that devs are just going to start defaulting their games, the normal difficulty is going to be very easy?
I feel like that already started.
Yeah.
It's been done.
But look
Yeah.
look look what PlayStation is doing recently with their first party games. They've been making it
Oh,
super
yeah, The Last of Us
accessible.
trophies.
Like
Yep.
The Last of Us, Ghost, the last couple
That's
of
like, you know,
releases, they've made it like super easy just to get the platinum in those
That's a
games.
mandate. That's an actual. I saw the letter. You cannot.
Wow.
Sony first party games can no longer include difficulty trophies in the
main
trophy.
Wow.
Unless it's a DLC trophy. You cannot include a
Damn.
trophy, difficulty related trophy.
So that just
They're trying to make it more
throws out
inclusive.
all the Uncharted trophies then.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. It's half the goddamn trophy list. So
Holy shit.
I mean, this is what people want. Everybody's included.
Yeah.
I don't have no issue with that trophy stuff as far as like the difficulty stuff. I just want them to make the trophy list more fun. Like I feel like
But
back
the thing about trophies are they're not supposed to be easily acquirable.
Yeah, it's
Right.
supposed to be the
It's
challenge,
not
right?
for everybody. If they were for everybody, why are they there? Just let us play the fucking game. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Makes no sense.
it's for the challenge. Look, gaming is competitive. It's from the very beginning of leaderboards and arcades and high scores and shit like that, right? Trophies is just another, and achievements are just another iteration of
Hey,
that
did
shit.
Did y'all see? I seen some other shit. I think it was real, but they had like the system settings on the PS5. You could change it to where the game will default to like if you like starting your game in like hard mode, you can set it. It's like a preset for all your games and shit. Y'all saw that? That's kind of cool.
That was a cool feature that I seen
I like
especially for someone like me who plays third person, first person games with inverted y-axis, so I could do it on a system level, right? So if I do it on the system level, when I pop in the game, if it supports the feature, then I don't have to go into the game menus to switch it. So that's actually a really cool feature. A really, really cool feature.
Yes.
So I heard some people saying the Xbox 360 had that. I don't remember if it had that or
Yeah, I
not.
seen somebody say that.
I saw somebody say that too, but I'm not sure. I didn't use it, but I'm definitely going to be using it on the PS5 now that I know the feature exists. So
There's also a setting that in that picture that says spoiler warning. So I wonder what's that about.
Yeah, I guess we got to
I guess
find out.
it'll disable it, because it'll tell you like if somebody sees something like, oh, this could be a possible spoiler type shit.
Oh,
So.
right. I think they did say something like that, like screenshots.
Yo,
Spoiler
tomorrow
warning.
might be the day we get Spider-Man reviews.
That was
believe
the
it is
rumor.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
I heard we're getting
I heard the embargo
PS4.
was
I heard that. Yeah, I heard PS4 reviews. We're getting it tomorrow.
Real
That's what I
shit.
heard. Hey, don't
They
quote me
put
on
out
it, but
a
that's what I
PS4
heard.
picture today.
That's what I heard. We might get We're gonna get PS4 reviews tomorrow, and possibly Spider-Man reviews. So tomorrow should be interesting.
It's at 6 p.m. Eastern. Tune in to Marvel's channels and get extended look at Miles Morales PS5.
Yeah.
So yeah, some embargo is supposed to be lifting tomorrow.
All right.
That is.
So let's hit up the last topic before we get out of here. Is almost a 2-hour mark. You know, this is our last podcast before, you know, we start a new generation. So I just wanted to go around, you know, and ask the panel, what are some of the best games that they played this generation? And we can wrap it up in a nice, you know, bow. Because next podcast, we talking about that new shit. You know what I mean?
So let's do this. Let me do super chats. while you guys get your
Finish up the
list.
super chats. So get that out the way. Then we can do this and we can head out.
All right. So Tunde Avambola, thank you for 5 Dingery Dues. When are we getting the 100% accurate remastering engine on?
The remastered engine.
Oh my god.
Yo, hip hop got away with a lot of shit still. Yo, that's you're a cool dude, but you got away with a lot of shit.
I remember the first time. Bro, I remember the first time I came across hip hop. It was like 10 years ago. This man said he was playing God of War on like a, what was it, like a 144 hertz TV, 120 FPS. I was like, bro, cap.
He thought the refresh rate was the frame rate of the game. I remember that, bro.
Yep. And nobody checked him for it. Nobody checked him.
Thank you.
Oh my god.
You know why he's such a personality and he seems like a genuinely cool person, right?
He's cool. I met him,
But he'd be wrong. He'd be wrong. But you know, he comes off as a genuine cool dude, like someone that so it's kind of hard to kind of like get at him like that, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, nah. Yeah,
it's hard. It's hard to hate the person. You know what I mean? Like I fuck with hip hop gamer though. Like, you know what I mean? He be hella wrong about his shit. That he be saying,
hate him. He just say silly. He say silly shit. And it goes unchecked. Like, don't nobody even bat an eye. Like, yeah. Like, I don't know.
Yo, this man said the remaster engine. My god.
Yeah.
Jazzy Jefferson with the $10 donation. Props to the podcast members and Qmon 2 doing big things. Waters World, thank you for the $1. Raiden for the 5. The Elder Gods said Hyrule Warriors AOC is a mostly third-party developed. If you pirate the game, you're hurting Koei Tecmo. What did they do, Alex? Koei Tecmo made bad games. That's what they did. Fantasy Life, $2.
Yo.
Just pirate your shit in peace, bro. Don't make no excuses. Just pirate your shit in peace.
Did you see the MK11 Lena trailer? I don't know. She better be...
Meg Thee Stallion one? I seen that one.
Yeah, I saw the Meg Thee Stallion one. I never saw the...
Stallion,
yeah,
bro.
that's the one I saw, bro. You know, shaking all that ass. That's the one I saw.
That's the one I saw.
Yeah, that's facts.
SGR 59.91 for the $2. Love Souls-like games, but if I hear DMC slander... Yeah, ... Yeah, I love DMC, so... SGR 5991 again for the $2. Ninja Theory DMC, then yeah, that was a really cringy ass DMC, dude.
Oh god,
I didn't mind that.
I hated
one,
that one.
That bro, that shit was a chore to play, man.
I mean,
that
you know my hot take, right? Like,
What's
you
your
guys
hot
know
take?
my hot take is that DMC 5 is better than God of War 2018.
Stop.
Yo.
I don't know about all of that.
Yeah, combat wise, yeah.
No, I'm talking about across the board.
Across the board.
I don't know about
Across the
all of
board.
that. Yeah.
All right, I'll say this much. I hold a special place in my heart for that game, considering we went through a failed reboot 10 years, and then we just got that game in less than a year. Like, that game is real special. That game's special.
Okay. Is that all?
Right.
Okay. I mean, if
All
you
right,
want to hear the best list of the games of Gen, I mean, well, how about you want to do best moments?
All right, let's do best moments first before we go
best
through our
moments.
game. What's a game, like, not really something in the community, but like, you know, some experience that you're playing that you're like, wow, like, what game did that for you? Like, what was a great moment?
Control.
Really?
The headphones.
Oh yeah, that was a dope ass moment.
Control the fucking headphones. When you put on that fucking Walkman and you walk through those doors, that entire section is unfucking believable.
Yeah. Okay, that was a good one. For me, I'll go. This might be a spoiler if you play God of War 2018, but at this point, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
Bro, it's been almost 3 years.
give it up. Yeah.
When you go back to the house, you know what I mean, under the floorboards,
Oh,
and pick up those blades.
Yeah, that was
boy.
special. That was definitely.
Yo,
It gave me
that
chills.
was-
It gave me
yo.
chills.
That was good.
That part got
Even the
spoiled
boat
for me.
ride, J-Main. The boat ride gave me a little bit of chills, bro. When fucking
I got
Athena
spoiled
popped
on
up,
that, bro.
Oh
that
my
gave me
god,
chills,
that shit
bro.
was amazing. And then he's like,
I-
I'm not your monster no more, or some shit like that. Like, bro, that
Yup.
part
Yeah,
is
Yup.
all the feels, man. That shit
So
was
good.
lovely.
yeah, that shit was
okay,
incredible.
so I don't know
That
if I
shit
said
was-
this on stream, but when I got the blades, I was like, finally a good weapon.
This man didn't
I
like
don't
that
even
axe.
like
You like the
I
axe,
hated
bro?
that fucking axe,
The
dude.
axe is lovely.
Fucking hated it, dude.
Yeah,
I got two moments. Actually, they do go back to God of War and Last of Us Part 2. When they originally showed both of these games, just the way I felt myself when I saw these games, and then when they first showed the gameplay, and I was like, yo, what the fuck?
Mhm.
And people question this shit. They, these both of these games had people saying, bro, there's no way in hell that this shit gonna play like this, look like this. They full of shit. Even motherfuckers working Square Enix, this shit is not coming out nowhere near this. And then when both of the games come out, they look like that. They play like that. It was amazing. Simply
Yeah.
amazing.
yeah. For me, I have two. Experiencing Persona 5 for the first time was
Beautiful.
just something that, like, I was never a fan of the series before, or I just didn't know about it. I was put on, and
Yeah.
for a long RPG like that, for me to play twice, it at the end of that game, I actually felt I was in the game in funk. At the end of that game, I was like, I just didn't want to play anything.
Yes.
It just left me like all these other experiences are
kinda
just
make you
not.
depressed,
Yeah,
bro,
it's just
like-
not good enough. Like these other experiences are not good. You know what I mean? Or it's not gonna give me the same kind of feeling. Like I was just so invested in the story, the gameplay, the world. Like it really absorbed me. So to this day, I haven't changed. Persona 5 is still my favorite game I played the past 7 years. Another moment that I want to put it up, and it's another PlayStation moment that really blew, my brains, was the Uncharted 4 scene, the whole sequence while you're jumping from car to car, getting dragged by the mud, and the whole just that whole
Oh, the E3,
sequence,
the E3 demo?
just that whole sequence playing
That was
that.
crazy. That was
I was
crazy.
like, yo, like this is like some next level shit that I'm witnessing right now. Like that's why I'm hoping the PS5 has a 60 frames per second version of Uncharted 4 the campaign, because that whole sequence like just really just blew my mind, and it was just thrilling. Just everything that was going on, being on the rope and pulling and jumping on the cars, it just blew me away. It blew me away. Simply, Naughty Dog did a crazy job with that whole part of it, and I think those are probably like my up there with my memorable moments of this generation. Like those are the ones that stick out to me.
Yeah, I gotta add to some of the Breath of the Wild stuff, like just the physics. And I
Yeah, Breath of
remember
the-
like you get to that one island and you get struck by lightning because you got metal in
Yeah,
your
Breath
like
of the Wild was
on you.
experience too. I
You
love
gotta
Breath of the
like
Wild.
drop
bro.
all the metal just to explore the island, but then
Yeah.
it has like these big ass fucking monsters that you gotta
Yep.
try to get around and shit. Like,
Yeah.
and then when I found out, about the sailing part with the raft and all this other stuff, like just putting stuff that like it became a game where it's like, I wonder if I can do this shit. Like it became that kind of game. Like if you can think it, you can probably do it. So
Damn. This
Yeah.
man, Jamie, he stole both of mine.
Yeah,
I was going to say God of War, and then he took that, and I was going to say, Breath of the Wild. Then
Oh,
this guy.
man.
People
But
keep
if I
on
had
talking
to-
about the open real quick. People keep on like shitting on the open world of that game, but why is it's made as bland or as dry or as empty or some shit like they be describing? But when I played Breath of the Wild, it felt like the most lively world to me. Maybe because you literally could just interact with everything. Like the physics in the
Bro.
game, it just feels more lively. Like I remember I was playing Breath of the Wild because it came at the same time as Horizon, and Horizon just didn't. I'm telling you the truth, Horizon didn't hit the same to me because just the world interactions in Breath of the Wild were just way more realistic, even as a cartoony game. But then, like, you're setting fire to the floor, you just cutting the trees, cutting the grass, gotta cook. You go to certain
I wouldn't say
environments. It's too hard.
realistic. I would
No,
say
but it's more
organic.
It's more.
It's
organic,
It
interactive.
shows up.
It's
Yeah.
interactive. You know what I mean? You can interact with a lot more. So I just felt that open world so much better to me personally. And just all the little hidden secrets, and you go here. I remember I popped in the game after completing the game. I was just going around trying to do all 120 shrines, which I ended up doing. it was crazy. I'm like 80 hours into the game, and I'm seeing a whole nother part of the game I've never even explored. I'm seeing dragons in the sky that I didn't even explore.
Yup.
I'm like, what the fuck, bro? Like 80 hours, I'm still seeing some new shit in this. So I was
Dude,
just
it's
overall,
crazy.
that game is amazing. I love Breath of the Wild.
Yo, that game is so weird because when I got Breath of the Wild when I got the Switch, and I didn't want to believe the hype for it. You know, I played a little bit of it. I was like, nah, y'all gassing this stuff up because y'all ain't never have an open world game. I was on a Witcher high because after I beat that, I was like, yo, nothing is touching this. But it wasn't until last year where I replayed it. And I was like, all right, fuck it, let's see where it finally clicked for me. And the open world is dead, but it's done for a reason. Like, I think what a lot of people love about the game is just the mysticism. There's just so much about the world that makes you go, what's over there? And the sense of reward that you get from going over there and seeing something, you're like, whoa. And then when you see that dragon for the first time, it's like, bro, holy shit. But if I had to pick a moment, since J-Man stole both of mine, I would say it's not necessarily a particular moment, but when I was playing Spider-Man PS4 for the first time, what the entire story, what that did for me is it gave me for the first time in a long time an adult Peter Parker story, which is something we haven't seen for a while because more often than not, they keep him as a kid, teenager. And then when we finally start getting into adulthood, they got to reboot the movies and it sucks. So I love that they gave us an adult Peter Parker story. We saw his rogues gallery and the fact that they're continuing this universe. For me as a Spider-Man fan, I'm so happy because you know, what's happening with the movies right now, they're really taking their time to develop him. And now we don't even know because they're talking about doing this multiverse stuff. It's like, all right, so Tom Holland's not going to get any development in this one then because we got to focus on whatever they're going to do with the multiverse. But I'd say Spider-Man PS4 is that game for me for the generation.
Okay. That's good. And let's just throw out some games out there. Some of the best games that we have played in general. Overall, Alex, you want to just quickly list some games?
Let me give you my list here. You ready for the best list?
Oh, there we go.
Let's hear it.
Bloodstained, Ritual of the Night, Nier Automata,
there we go.
Death Stranding,
Sekiro,
Breath of the Wild, Doom Eternal, Pillars of Eternity,
Can't comment
Dark
on that.
Souls 3, MGS 5, Witcher 3. Best list.
Nice.
Jack, how about you?
Best list.
Some of the games that, you know, you fell in love with this generation, past 7 years, you know, we're wrapping it up. What are your favorites?
If I had to list, man.
Jack,
Who are we talking about? Oh, you're talking Jack? I didn't hear Jack. My bad.
Okay.
I can barely hear. I got to the show. Oh, you said me?
Yeah, say you.
Oh, since I'm not on there.
I know I couldn't. I got a list of 10 games. I'll say probably some of the best games I play. I do got some honorable mentions though. No particular order. Horizon Zero Dawn, Marvel Spider-Man, God of War, Bloodborne. Y'all see a trend.
I'm seeing a
Uncharted
trend.
4, Uncharted 4, The Last of Us Part 2, Persona 5.
Talk about it.
Now, this is where the list kind of go off the deep end because I do appreciate sports and I appreciate when developers actually care about their game. So I gotta throw NBA 2K in there. 2K16.
Yep.
Best 2K in my opinion.
Dope ass 2K.
That shit was heat. Resident Evil 2 remake and Red Dead Redemption 2.
There we go.
I would say. And honorable mentions real quick: Cuphead, Hotline Miami series, Transistor, Ori series, Velocity series, every Supergiant game I'd ever played, fucking Fuego. That's it, man. It's been a great generation, right?
Yeah, great generation, man. It really has. People saying this shit's like the worst. I don't think so. We have a lot of. If you play on all platforms, there's been a lot of fucking fire games, bro. A lot. Let's hear it, Neil.
All right, so
Man, God,
What the fuck happened?
I don't know what that was.
Discord for whatever reason keeps like crashing and then restarting and putting me back.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
Discord.
I don't know. I got to troubleshoot that. But if
Crazy.
facts, man. But if there's gonna be a lot of repetition, so a lot of the games y'all mentioned are included in there. So you know the Niers,
Yes, sir.
Persona,
Nier.
you know Bloodborne, God of War, games like those. Breath of the Wild, Fire Emblem Three Houses. That game is very special to me just because of that series and how it was on the verge of cancellation. Yeah, it was on the verge of cancellation in 2013. So that's important to me. What What else, man? Ori and the Will of the Wisps. Love that
Yes.
game.
Ooh.
Shit is so
That's
emotional,
on my
bro.
list too.
Yup. And then like Spider-Man, obviously. Both the Persona, like like Royal, like all that extra content there. Fucking incredible, bro. And yeah, it's been a dope ass generation. I'm trying to see any other games here that y'all haven't mentioned that were dope. But I mean, no, of course. What the hell? I'm gonna shoot myself for forgetting this. But Yakuza 0.
A lot of people,
Okay.
people sing
Yeah.
nothing
People
but
love that
praise.
game.
Yeah, people love that
Dude.
game, bro.
It's so
They say it's the
That's
best
the one I
one.
played. I think I
They
played.
say
Kiwami,
Zero is
but
the
I
best
played
one. That's
Zero.
like
I might have
Zero is
played
the best.
Zero.
yeah,
Zero
everyone,
is the best
everyone keeps
one,
on telling me Zero is the best one. That's the best one.
It is. It's the best jumping on point. It's got some of the best story elements in there, and it's got the best combat of the modern Yakuza games. Kiwami 1 and Kiwami 2, not so much, but Yakuza 0 is fire.
Okay.
J Main, we know you don't play no games, but can you come up with at least 2 games?
I
Can
know,
you come up
shit
with at least 2
crazy.
games, dog? Like,
Yo,
They rented a whole.
can you
they
come?
rented
Can
a
you come up
whole
with 2
game
games,
bus.
dog? At least, dog. Like,
They rented
like
a whole
2.
game bus for this man because he don't play games. Man.
That's great.
That's
They
great.
list 50 games too. That shit. Wow, I don't play no games. Though. I'm gonna list some things that y'all didn't mention. Maybe like some low key games that I really enjoyed.
Nice.
For starters, I'm gonna go with The Evil Within. I really enjoyed that
I
game.
really enjoyed that
was
too.
one of my most underrated games for this generation. Shadow of Mordor when that came out.
Yeah.
Really disappointed with the sequel, but I thought
The first
that
one's
first
heat.
one was
Heat.
fucking amazing, especially with the Nemesis system and the introduction with that, which they did a little bit more with that in the sequel. Shout out to Sunset Overdrive from Insomniac Games.
Dope
We
game.
get a sequel to that. That gameplay was amazing to me, and it had me hooked in. Also shout out to Dying Light. Dying Light was
Another fire game.
another underrated game for me this generation that I don't know what's going on with the sequel, but that first one was fantastic, especially with the co-op and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They did all that shit right in that game. They had nailed the atmosphere, and especially at night. Like I literally was skipping over nighttime, like in that game, so I didn't have to travel. With some of those enemies that come out at nighttime.
Yeah, they clap you when they fast as shit too, b.
Fast as fuck, dog. and the customization and the combination of weapons and elements, stuff like that. Like it was dope. We already kind of said Ori and Bloodborne. Shout out to Rocket League. I wanted to put Rocket League on
Yes,
my
sir.
list.
Yes, sir.
Rocket League was a moment that it kind of was one of the first games that took off like with PlayStation Plus like that.
Yeah.
That blew up like now we see with Fall Guys. What's the name? That's
Fall
Guys.
Guys.
Fall Guys, yeah.
Fall Guys and other games like that. But Rocket League was actually a fun game. You know what I'm saying? After everybody started getting good at it, though, I had to drop it. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't. I
Big facts.
start flying
Big
through
facts.
the sky and
Peak while you're ahead.
So I'm like, yeah, I'm out. I mean, get the platinum and we gone. But that was a fantastic game. You guys already said Witcher 3. Inside, one of my favorite
Yes.
indie
Dope
games.
game.
I still haven't played that game.
It's a dope
Everyone says
game,
it's
man.
amazing.
Fantastic.
You play Limbo?
That
You
is-
play Limbo?
Yeah.
I played Limbo too. Limbo was good.
Great game.
Game was
Great
really
games.
good.
Inside, I think, took it to the next level, especially that ending. That shit was
Yeah.
wild.
Multiple endings too.
Right. Titanfall 2, shout out to that campaign. One
There
of
we go.
the best first-person shooting campaigns this generation. Really fantastic game. I even enjoyed the multiplayer for a little bit, before I moved on, but that was pretty good. I guess I'll get a few more in here. Neo. I'm gonna give a
That was
shout out
on
to
my
Neo.
list too, dog. The first one. Y'all stealing all my games, dog.
A little longer the tooth of the first one was, but overall I enjoyed the experience. Some hard ass boss fights, especially when you start getting into like the double bosses and stuff like that. But great challenge, great game. And I guess I'll end off with a game that me and Kofi did stream together, A Way Out.
Oh yeah, that game was dope.
Oh, the
That
game
was
is
dope.
heat. The game is heat.
J-Man hit us with the underrated list on the low, bro.
I'll be playing that too.
He
Yeah.
gave us the underrated
Way
list,
Out.
yo.
Seriously.
I fuck with it.
Good
I
list.
fuck with it. I fuck with
It's
it.
a good
So
list.
many games this generation that I thought I hit it from a little different angle. But
Yeah.
A Way Out, we had a great time with that. I want the record to show that I beat Kofi in most of the mini games
Please.
and shit like that. So I was victorious. And I think I beat you at the end too, bro.
I think you did. Did you? We have to watch the stream. We have to watch
Pull
the
up the
stream.
receipts. Pull up the receipts. Let's pull up the
Yeah,
receipts.
we have to watch the stream.
But that's pretty much my list. And also shout out to games this year like Doom Eternal and Ghost of Tsushima. Even though I almost dropped that game, I went back and finished it, and great game.
Yeah.
Loved it.
Nice.
Yeah. All right, so these are my, games that I think that everybody should give a chance, experience. These are all my favorite games of this generation. That's quite a few, but I won't take too much time. Number one, I can't sing enough praises. Persona 5 Royal. Give the game a solid chance. Get past the first dungeon before talking shit about it. Get past it. You know what I mean? You got to immerse yourself with this game, or you can't, you know what I mean? It's not jump out action. You have to immerse yourself with the story, the characters. As soon as you get going, it's going to be hard to put down the game. I just love the elements of it. The turn-based combat is incredible. The music is incredible. The visuals, the stylistic visuals is incredible. Everything about this game is top tier and is my favorite game this generation. Zelda Breath of the Wild. 100 hours in the game. Got all 120 shrines. Shit, if I knew the locations of them 99 seeds, I'll probably do that shit. If they had the seeds, game is incredible. I love Breath of the Wild. Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice. I've beat this game 3 times. 3 real runs. Not that finesse that y'all niggas be doing with the, I'm going to get here and reload the save, beat the boss. No, I've done 3 full real runs of Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice. This is what I consider a perfect game. The game is just fantastic. Dragon Quest 11. Very, it reminded me of Persona in a way. It's a lot more, if you're looking for something that picks up quicker, this game definitely picks up quicker. The turn-based combat is definitely a lot of fun. And, I actually played it and I got the real ending, unlike, some people who didn't get the real ending. I played it all the way to the end. Fantastic game. I definitely think y'all should check it out. Another game, Fire Emblem 3 Houses. I really, really enjoyed this game. It's my second Fire Emblem game that I've beat. The other one I beat was Awakening on the 3DS. And that game, really showed me that this franchise is fire. I like the new elements that they added to the game. It kind of felt a little Persona-y a little bit. So that game is really dope. Neo. Beat Neo twice on PS4 and on PC. Amazing game. Good take on the whole Souls genre. Bloodborne, love it. Dragon Ball Fighters. I have this game on 3 different platforms. I have it on Switch, PC, and PlayStation. I absolutely love this game. And easily probably my most played game this generation, I think, actually. My most played game this generation, yeah. Ori and the Will of the Wisp. Just like Neil said, very emotional experience. They really leveled it up from the first one big time.
That combat?
The combat's so much better in this. The music is fantastic. The visuals, the art direction, everything is just great about this game. And then it really put me in my feels. Like this is like an Xbox, even though it's not produced by an in-house Xbox game, but it's like the Xbox game that y'all need to play. It's incredible. Uncharted 4, Thief's End. Love Uncharted. Forza Horizon 4. Even if you're not into racing games, I suggest you check out this game. Because everyone that I know that is not into racing games play this game and fall in love with it. You know what I mean? This game has settings that you could be a casual and play it. The game is just so good. Really, really good game. Forza Horizon 4. God of War. Nothing else to be said. I've been a big God of War fan ever since the ones on PS2. Red Dead Redemption 2. Fantastic story. Beautiful.
That story is great.
I was super immersed in that game.
Shed a tear, dog.
Sad to have this on my list right now, but it's here.
Kingdom Hearts 3? Oh,
The Last of Us Part 2. The Last of Us.
Last of Us?
What do you mean you sad to put that on your
I'm
list?
sad to put this on my list.
That game is fucking amazing.
I'm sad to put this on my list.
Put
And
that
let me
shit
give you
where
the
it
reason
belongs,
why.
Kofi.
Look.
Put it where it belongs, Kofi, in the fucking draft.
The
fucking
gameplay in the game is
garbage.
undeniably fantastic, and what Naughty Dog did with the attention to detail just across the board is just mind blasting. Even though I did not like certain characters in this game, I didn't really fall in love with them, and I have some, I'm iffy about certain choices that they made about the story and the way they put it together and stuff like that, and the ending. At the end of the day, when I finished the game, it was definitely one of the best experiences I've had this generation easily. Naughty Dog did an incredible job with The Last of Us Part 2 overall. Cuphead. It was just a moment when this game dropped. Cuphead was just a big moment. Everybody was playing it. Everyone's trying to, beat the game with the least amount of deaths. We still don't know, certain man's deaths. They claim that they have like 20 deaths, but we haven't seen no examples.
One death run, one death run. Yep.
You know what I mean? But Cuphead is one of those games I feel like it's a must play. I'm looking forward to the DLC. They need to hurry up and drop that. Doom Eternal is on my list as well.
Now you're talking.
Yeah.
Incredible game.
That is a video game.
Incredible game. Straight gameplay. Amazing. It has cool lore to it too, but the gameplay of this game is just super dope. You might think it's unga bunga to some people might think that, but it's not. There's a lot to this game.
I get very uncomfortable when people say that.
Unga bunga.
I get very uncomfortable about
Such
that.
a weird phrase. You don't hear that come up in conversation. Unga bunga.
It's like the word moist. Like this shit is uncomfortable.
Hey, yo.
You know what I mean? Or mindless, or another word, mindless, right? But it's not.
Mindless.
This game
Yeah.
the game
Mindless
really is takes a lot of precision and skill, and each enemy that you take on, you have to use specific weapons that deal more damage, and just chaining all of this together, it's just so thrilling. Like, I'd be sweating playing Doom Eternal. Talk about me. I'd be sweating playing this shit.
Yeah.
It's so intensive. It's so intensive.
Imagine how I
it
felt on the
is-
controller, bro.
It is that game is a cacophony of murder
There we
and
go.
puzzles
Yep.
Yeah.
as one. The puzzle is the murder.
Right.
Do a lot of it very fast.
And last but not least, Resident Evil 2 definitely was a special game.
Okay.
That game was absolutely incredible. The attention to detail it was just so good. Their RE engine, beautiful. And I really enjoyed the experience. There's other games I could list, but I'll be going on forever. You know
Shout out to
what I mean?
RE3 as well.
Yeah,
Shout out
shout.
to RE3.
Yeah.
Alright,
I'm going
oh,
on
I
forever.
just remember I forgot something. I
What?
forgot something to add to
Take-
my list real quick.
What?
I'm gonna add this. I didn't mention this. Some people are saying we ain't shouting out Xbox games. We actually did shout out Xbox
I said
games. But
Forza.
I forgot to shout out.
Don't worry.
I forgot to shout out one of my favorite Xbox games. Shout out to Red Dead Redemption 1 backwards compatibility, man. We bought that shit in 2016. And that shit was going neck and neck with Uncharted 4. And then 2017, when that 1X dropped, they got that 4K patch, bro. It was looking pretty dicey that year, man. So shout out to backwards compatibility, game of the year. Like, let's get it.
I feel that on
Every
that
game.
ability too.
Yeah, so these are some of the best games that we have experienced these past 7 years, and there's others easily we could put in there like
Hold on.
Celeste, Katana Zero.
Celeste.
There's
Yo,
other
definitely.
cool
It's
little
gonna be
games.
blasphemous, I'm gonna say this, and I know,
Okay.
but you gotta understand where I'm coming from. I'm putting Kingdom Hearts 3 on my list.
Oh, no, the
the
fuck you are not.
That game
Oh,
is
the
fun.
fuck you are
That game
not.
is fun.
And from
That
a
game's fun.
perspective that I'm coming from, listen, it took me pretty much the whole damn year to beat that game, but it was only because I wanted to play the complete series. So my experience going from the first game
To
through the
last.
whole collection up until 3, that whole experience, I'm kind of tying it in with Kingdom Hearts 3, and I didn't think it was that bad. First of all,
The game is fun. The game is fun.
game
I don't
is
understand it, but it's
not
fun.
that bad.
Kingdom
I
Hearts
had a
3.
lot of fun with Kingdom Hearts 3.
It's fun.
I didn't
Kingdom Hearts 3 is a competently made game. It is fun to play, but
It's
if you're
fun to
talking
play.
about the culmination of a close to 20 years saga, if you're talking about the culmination of 20 years of work, that story, if they could even call it one, that shit was fucking atrocious.
Yeah, I don't understand
man.
the story.
Hold on.
I do not
let me just-
understand the
let me
story.
Let me just say
bro.
the thing that needs to be said that people
Yeah.
don't hear often enough, and those are 2 words, and that's fuck Nomura.
There we go.
I can agree with that.
You see, I don't understand
Way to
anything about
ruin
what I
Final
played
Fantasy
about like
VII, you
anything.
bastard.
I don't understand the game at all. Period. Nothing. The story of Kingdom Hearts is
No
just
one- no one-
confusing
no
as
one-
fuck. I don't
Nobody,
understand
bro.
nothing.
I've been playing this shit since 2002. I don't understand it.
You know what I mean? But the gameplay in 3 was entertaining.
It
Like,
was.
the gameplay in 3 was entertaining. So there's
Shout out
that.
to Final Fantasy 15 too. I enjoyed
So-
it.
No, we are not, bro. I would
Yo, we're trying out Final Fantasy 15.
I
15 is
enjoyed
lit.
that, bro.
15 is lit.
Where's the
15
exit
is
button?
lit.
I'm getting out of here. I'm getting out of here. Yo,
15 is lit.
Square Enix sends you a lightning Louis Vuitton bag. Is that what it is? They did. We got to get the fuck up out of here.
Yeah, we got out of here. All right, yeah, like I said, there's obviously games that we could come up with that we missed that we definitely enjoyed, but these are probably just some of our favorite ones that.
And this wasn't the worst generation of gaming. Y'all got to stop that. That's cap.
Yo.
Yeah, it's not. It's definitely not. It's definitely not. All right, so let's go ahead and do the outros. Neo GameSpark, really appreciate you coming on the pod. It went a little bit extended time, but I'm glad that you showed up and you came through. Appreciate you.
Yo, most definitely. I've been watching y'all for a minute. It's always a lot of fun. This was a great episode. Thank you guys so much for this. Continue doing what you're doing because that's what it's all about. You know, we support fellow content creators out here. And speaking of supporting fellow content creators, before y'all leave, we got 396 of y'all. Some of y'all didn't hit that like button. You know, these guys are giving you quality entertainment week after week.
Hit that like button, man.
Y'all talk about the jokes like Alex L this, Alex L that, man. The only L y'all got to worry about is hitting that like button. That's the only thing out there, man. And I'm saying this because these guys, they doing it all for you. All right?
Put a lot of work, man.
Yeah, exactly. This shit ain't easy. People think y'all just get a bunch of niggas together, put them in a Discord, and then podcast. No, that's not how it works, y'all. You know.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
of course,
you for showing
man.
up. So make sure y'all check out Neo GameSpark. His channel's booming. You already know what it is. Make sure y'all pull up and subscribe if you haven't already. He has great content over there.
No yellow chairs coming. No yellow chairs, guys. Not at all.
All right. J-Man, do your outro.
Oh, yes. Definitely appreciate my guy Neo for pulling up on us. Was definitely a great time. Shout out to y'all in the chat. Though, hit that like button on the way out. Share out the stream. Like I say, let people know what we doing over here. And listen, man, next week.
PS5, baby.
Man. This is Xbox 2. You know what I'm saying? I know some of you guys down there getting in the comments is getting an Xbox as well, or
That's
PlayStation,
facts.
or both. Whatever you get, just know that it's all about your choice and enjoying gaming. So let's stay positive and game on, man. Let's do it.
For real. Jack.
Kind of sad he mentioned the Soulja Boy console, but all right.
Wow. Hey man, good podcast this week, good conversations. Now end of the generation. Shout out to Neo, of course. Yeah, man, check us out, Press Start Podcast on Patreon. If you feel so inclined, you don't have to, but if you do, we appreciate it. Check me out, YouTube, Twitter, Jack Move Johnny, and yeah, see y'all boys next week, man. PS5, you know the vibes.
Alex.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be streaming a couple of things tomorrow. More Counter-Strike Global Offensive, where 5 morons get together, do a lot of drugs, drink, and then get mad at each other for losing 3 games in a row. It's fucking hilarious. Check it out on my channel. Sunday was more Splinter Cell, Double Agent. That is a bad video game.
Shit.
And then yeah, it's really bad. Also Divinity with the Discord with One Night Gaming Addict and Death Singer as well. So those are 3 streams on the channel. You could also watch out for new content and check out patreon.com/pressstartpod.
All right. We out of here. Everybody
NBA
stay
coming back.
safe. Stay COVID free.
Bro.
And we're going to see you
22nd.
guys next week. We are
Yep.
going to do a podcast and for the launch of the consoles. Hopefully we all get our hands on one. Mine is expected to come a little bit later, but I might get lucky. I might get it the same day it releases. We'll see what happens, but we're going to be coming next week for sure. So we see you guys then and hope you guys enjoyed it.